And we are live. All right, team. Welcome back yet again. Last we left off, over the course of the past couple of hours, 24 to 48 hours, you find yourself in a mysterious world. A world that doesn't seem to resonate with anyone's memory, a place that feels foreign to you. Even the air itself has an odor to it that is just strange. The air, and be it maybe thicker or lighter, you can't quite place your finger on it. The creatures are of a different world. The creatures are of a different breed. It seems to be a world that's caked in some sort of magical residue. Finding your way off of this burning mountain into what appears to be a never-ending forest, coming across this small group of Eladrin who seems to make their refuge in a large tree. Come to find out, it seems to be one of the final trees of Lauma. Lauma herself, depicted in wood, frozen in time like a statue. Later finding out that this once was the embodiment of Lauma herself, but has since been choked, the life choked out of this tree, and therefore Lauma is yet to be heard from since. Having compassion for these, for lack of a better term, refugees, you come to the conclusion that they're worth trying to help, as she as Hysis educates you on a potential item that should be enough power to save this world. You seek this item out, a Lauma seed, or a seed of life, in the hands of this water genie type of creature. After much negotiations and a little bit of a deception, you trade off an item for an item. And the second the seed hits your hand, you all fucking hightail it. Whoo! Getting the fuck out of Dodge. Hastily making your way through the forest, following the trail of flowers, you slam into the ass end of a rotting, melting, troll-like creature, and a fight ensues. Unfortunately, Glade succumbing to his massive injuries, bleeding everywhere. The team makes haste, risking exhaustion, life, and limb. You make it back to the Eladrin, and the news is given to you all. Glade has not made it. Running the risk, or having the decision to choose to either use the seed to bring Glade back to life, or save the world. Collectively choosing the latter of the two. Not before giving Glade a proper send-off. As a ritual is performed, they bring Glade's body in the Lauma chamber, the holy Lauma chamber. Bring his body against the wall as the tree itself begins to suck Glade's body into it, creating a wooden idolement of Glade himself, as his body is committed to the tree and now part of Lauma himself. And that is the exact moment we had left off, with a little bit of RP, a little bit of dealing with some flashback memories of Glade, dealing with some loss and disappointment, and quite frankly, the concept of failure and just the worst getting worse. We start off inside the Lauma chamber as Hysis initiates. Now that we have committed one of your soldiers to Lauma herself, do we wish to continue the ritual to save the world? As you all would be in this chamber at this point in time.
Do we, Hysis, do we have a translator? Is there anybody here that can speak the common tongue?
Are you the actual translator or no?
I am the actual translator.
I think Faru too.
Faru is
And Faro too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can speak.
Unfortunately, I do not know of this tongue you speak of.
I'm just asking so that way my friends could understand what's going on, and
Oh, right.
I don't want to disrupt the ritual in any way by translating for them.
Ernie, just tell them to hurry up.
The ritual itself must be performed word by word, phrase by phrase, exactly as indicated and taught through Lauma herself. Fortunately, the words are not needed to be translated during the ritual, as it is the seed that would resonate and allow us to perform the necessary deeds that need to be performed.
Okay, I understand.
Unfortunately, the ritual itself, having not been performed in centuries, the exact outcome is not known to me, but will absolutely execute the deeds of Lauma, and whatever Lauma wishes to be done shall be done. This is the chance you take, but it will lead to one absolute conclusion: doing the right thing to set the dominoes, to knock down what needs to get knocked down in order. As be it the will, as she turns over to the statue of Lauma, or at least the wooden figure of Lauma, the deeds of Lauma herself, the life giver, the mother love. Are you ready, you heroes?
Are you ready, guys? It's about to begin.
Whatever. I need to puke soon.
Let's do this. Come on. Hold it in, Sano.
Apto, are you with us? Are you ready?
Okay.
Yes, Isis, we're ready.
Isis kind of shifts her hands, kind of like in a horizontal plane. Kind of like a karate chop, but very slowly, as these kind of light glitter type sparkles kind of exit her palm. Almost like icicles without the cold and without the melt. As she kind of slides her hand across. And at your feet, you're all basically forced to kind of shuffle back a little bit. The ground that you're standing on has one of those tree knots, and the knot itself begins to kind of light up in swirling patterns and kind of like rooted patterns as it begins to kind of shift and grow in like a bright blue moonlight kind of color, or icicle wintry moonlight. Pardon me. That seems to grow around the outside of this. Yes, Joe. Can you have dessert? You have another parent in this house? Can you please go ask them? Thank you. Sorry about that. So, you also start to see on the outsides, symmetrically around each one of these, and you know what? I'll fucking draw it out because it'll just be cooler that way, guys. So you kind of have like a knotted tree, and then it kind of grows almost like zodiac constellations in a way. And like these knotted additional circles kind of grow as well in this light, in this sort of patterning. Isis is standing on the X. Behind Isis, you see, for lack of a better explanation, priests. You know, at least people that seem to be holy, you know, the holy types or heavy followers of Lauma. And that's kind of, as she's chanting, she points to each one of you and assigns you a location. So if you can please put your tokens in a circle, that would be fantastic. Who we missing?
Blade's coffin.
Oh, yeah.
Blade's coffin.
You know what? Let's...
Just throw the gem in there.
I'm
It'll
not...
be good.
True.
We'll just put Remy in the other circle for now.
Holding the gem in his mouth.
A little bit of an oversight.
Itty bitty oversight.
He's got the gem in his mouth. It's fine.
Sometimes you just get so comfortable when writing. I hate you all.
Don't worry. It's only a small detail. It's not nothing major at all.
Oh, God. All right, so... It's so...
Get him out of the tree. We can bring
It's so funny. It's like, you think of everything except that one little... Oh, that's right. Motherfucker's dead. You know what? Fuck you. There's 5 circles. There we go. That's right. Fuck Remy. You go back to your parent.
It's almost like someone should have died anyway.
So, as this is happening, the ritual itself, it's not this 5-minute ordeal. You hear her chanting what sounds like elven scriptures. The one thing you do notice, however, during the course of this ritual, you find the atmosphere begins to change. Because this is it's a much larger chamber inside this once again, it's like a hollowed out tree, right? But it's a giant chamber, almost like Lauma herself lived here if she was to physically manifest herself. So the ceiling here is pretty large. It's a wide berth on either side. It's a nice big chamber. As the atmosphere in here begins to change, it almost seems as if there's like a mini, I don't want to call it a thunderstorm that's happening inside the chamber overhead, but it appears as if dark clouds do tend to gather, and like heat lightning, lightning without the thunder, just kind of flash above you. Occasionally you'll feel drips of water kind of pat you on the face and head, periodically and from time to time. Another couple of minutes pass. The swirl in the middle before you begins to actually swirl and move. The ground in this knot starts to begin to get wavy, almost as if it's turned from solid wood to liquid wood. The wind begins to cyclone in here slightly, gusts at first, but eventually begins to pick up. Just before the ritual ends, Hysis will look at Ernest directly. As she looks at you, you're welcome to respond. I know she's only looking at you right now. As she continues to look at you, she winks at you, Ernest, and says the following in her native tongue. Kind of like under her breath, where no one else can hear. She says, "Thank you for saving the world. We appreciate what you're trying to do. Lauma's word and will always be priority to do what is right. In closing of this ritual, this will be the end of our people. And as soon as you hear that, every one of you get tendrils of wood and vine lash out at all of you from the center of this spiral as they begin to pull you into this liquid wood.
Wait, what the? What's going on?
Hi, Isis, what are you doing?
I fucking told you all.
You, in desperation, as you attempt to pull and maneuver your way out of these weeds, they wrap you up extremely tight. You all can look around the room and you see the tree itself, the chamber, begins to rot away. And you see tar begin to envelop the outer walls of this chamber. The Lauma figurine herself begins to kind of melt away of wood and begin to get fully covered in tar and entrenched in tar. The priests behind continue to chant louder as they are sucked into tar underneath their feet. Hysis smiles at you, Ernie. For Lauma's will, this is worth it. And you will complete your task as you all get pulled in to this vortex. Now, you can go ahead and place your tokens back on the board without throwing your token all the way the fuck out there.
Y'all ground GG.
You need to puke.
You get sucked into this vortex. Your visions go dark to start. You feel these vines pulling you through as if you were tied behind a pickup truck that's just dragging you through a void, a vortex. It feels as if you're being birthed again as you kind of careen and bounce off each other as these tendrils kind of wrap together, kind of keeping you all tightly packed as you bang through lights, colors, sound, as if you're hurling through space, if space was just one small corridor. You guys absolutely are next to each other and have the physical ability to pass a word, a phrase, a reaction, an emotion. You're welcome to toss.
Who am I right next to?
Everybody.
Well, I'm gonna try and give the person to the left or the right, whoever I'm able to grab, guidance, just in case anything gets the fan.
Sure. I mean, you have your pick. Who do you feel like you're gonna grab?
It's gonna be Ernie, because he's who is the closest one to me at the table, I think.
Ernie, what's going on?
I don't know. She said, and I'm assuming this is like happening fast, right? We're going.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you just got sucked in maybe 10 seconds ago or 5 seconds ago.
I knew we should have left when we had the chance.
I'm gonna turn my head around. Just
Glittering sparkles.
With flashing lights.
Just try to hang on. Grab onto someone.
You continue to get pulled into this vortex, and once again, it's fast. The lights blast past you in miraculous colors, but almost like light speed. In the distance, you would see, further down the tunnel, as the vines begin to kind of turn to solid wood and begin to slowly disintegrate, putting you all into some sort of a free fall. As the music matches perfectly well. Below you, you would see a hole, an exit, and it seems to be green. It looks like you're going to hit it in about 10 seconds.
Curl up into a ball.
Reach the hole as quick as you can. I'm gonna pop into my turtle shell.
I'll grab Remy and Brace.
Acid bundle, that's right. Sorry, multitasking.
Turning up until ball never failed me before.
This time I don't have any rings. Oh, well,
Forgive me, I'm having a technical error here. You make your way down and eventually getting to this green hole as you guys brace for impact. Boom, 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 boom. You all hit solid ground. You all fade to black. Everyone give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Saving
21.
15.
that one.
Apto, you're dead.
Well,
You know a ball has failed you.
Don't rely on those
failed.
cat legs.
It's okay, guys. Cats have 9 lives.
Oh my god.
You ran out of those.
Do you want to use your DM inspiration?
No.
All right, so Sasano, you're at the top of this dog pile. You're the first one to wake up. Below you, your team members, they're not moving. You kind of pick your head up and look around. You hear sounds you're not really familiar with. It's dark outside. There's a slight brisk to the wind, and fog seems to kind of emanate around you. You seem to be on top of some sort of smaller plateau. Around you, this wall of rock. You look up, you see trees around you, wisping in the wind. The leaves rattle. Starlight above you. A moon, a familiar moon, in fact. You're laying across all your teammates at this moment. What do you wish to do or say?
Oh. I don't think drinking that thing was the greatest idea. Alright, let's get these guys lined up. I'll start slowly dragging them to the wall and putting them against it.
Sure. Who you grab first?
I guess it would go probably with whoever had the next highest would be Ernest.
That's absolutely fine with me. Ernie, you feel tugging on your body as you are kind of inadvertently shaken awake as you feel Sasano getting ready to lift you up on some sort of a buddy carry.
Is it finally happening?
Don't get your hopes up. Nothing is happening.
I'm okay, I think. Give me a moment.
Lean up against this rock.
All right.
150 safe for me.
I guess as soon as I put Ernie down, I'd go for the next one, which would be Haru. Lift up turtle shell.
Absolutely. As you kind of peel him over, he kind of rocks back onto his back, turtle shell. At first, he seems to be somewhat unconscious, but the turtle flipping over puts him in fight or flight mode instantaneously.
Pop right out of my throat.
Relax. Relax. Just go sit next to Ernest.
Oh, we've arrived. Oh, thank you. Bless you. And then I just walk over to the picture.
Alright, next one is up is Fedovan.
What did Fedovan roll?
11.
Fedovan, you inadvertently get shaken awake as well into the same kind of structure.
What happened?
Well, it looks like we all fell on top of each other. You're just above Apto.
I can see that. What happened though? Did the ritual happen? What? Ernie, what's going on, man?
Just go sit next to him.
Yeah, come on. Just come take a load off over here. Oh, let Sasano take charge for one. Fedovan's still exhausted pretty severely, so he's just going to shamble over there and rest.
I'll pick up Remy and walk him over.
As you pick up Remy and bring him over, you kind of put him down next to Fedivin as the group is practically just lined up on, leaning up against this rock or any kind of anything to make it a little bit more comfortable. The ground itself is bedded. It's thick moss and natural brush and terrain that you're laying on. This area does seem to be somewhat cleared, but there is overgrowth that trim your exteriors. You're beyond that peripheral. You know what I mean, like a high grass kind of thing. Yeah, and that takes you to Apto. So, Apto, unfortunately, he's out. As you make your way over to Apto, he's laying face down at the moment, kind of as if he was sleeping on his belly at night. So one hand is under his cheek, his other arm is kind of splayed out. Everyone fell on top of him, so I'm sure, something to do with that.
Roll him over and give him a few slaps to the face.
As you roll him over, you have to kind of grab his mane a little bit, and you actually peel off some of his mane, exposing a blue scale-like undercoat. Is that the word I'm going to use here? Undercoat?
Under Armour.
Sure.
So he's been losing hair pretty frequently now. What does his main situation look like for everybody else?
So in my head, there's been instances, but I mean he's still mostly maned out. I would say, in the reality, because when you're talking about small pieces, I'm talking like maybe quarter-size sections, and that's happened 3 times already, maybe 4.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had a receding hairline.
Yeah, I know. It's not like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, where the motherfucker just peels out. Yeah. I mean, not yet. At least we'll see.
Ugh, this is disgusting. Guys, I think there might be something wrong with Apto.
Maybe we can get him to. Wait, hold on. Do any of you know anything about magic? What do you think would be happening to him? Is he transforming? What is this? Some kind of curse?
I know well enough not to drink shining water.
I don't know, but I pulled out a clump of fur, and I can see where I pulled it out from. There's a blue scale. Guys, I think he might be breathing very shallow.
You're welcome to rock a medicine check at this point.
Faru.
Alright.
Hey, Faru, help out Apto.
21!
Oh,
your
The healer's like, what's going on?
Your visual concerns, unfortunately, are not equivalent to that of how you physically check them. As you check for a pulse, there seems to be a pulse. You feel for breath. He does seem to be there. He's just basically not coherent at this part. You don't know if he's knocked out, exhausted, because I believe he did get fucked up last combat.
Oh yeah, he's on 1 life.
Yeah, so he's definitely probably not feeling too well, but he's stable, based on what you can tell.
I guess I'll drag him by the armor over to Faru. Faru, can you just, I don't know, heal him once?
does he look pretty hurt up? Because I can pop him one.
Well, he did take a beating in our last fight.
Yeah, I believe he's at, as far as technicality goes, I think he's at 1 health.
Okie dokies. This would be.
Do I need a level D4 for anything?
Cure wounds. Boost. Level 1. It would be wow. 12 and then plus 7, 8. So 20.
20 hit points. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's 12.
With a level 1 cure wounds? Holy
No, I think
balls.
Was it only level 1? What?
Gotta love life clerics.
Yeah.
You said 20 hit points?
Well, I rolled really high. I rolled a
I see that.
28 plus
Yeah.
2 plus my cleric level, so 6 more points.
That-
18 hit points. Not,
Even still,
Oh,
18 is still a hell of a heal for a level 1. That's amazing. Well done.
well, I mean, I'm really good at my cleric stuff.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go take a breather now.
Apto. Actually, you know what? Let's flavor this up here. So, Faru, as you know, as he's kind of pulled over, he's on his back, kind of passed out on his back at this moment. As you lay hands on him, how does your heal go off, and what does it look like for Apto to react to it?
The way I do, the way that Faru, he just kind of gets down in this little praying position as though he's, speaking to Fomas in his head, and then he puts his green haze goes over his hand, kind of like neon lights under like a car, and then he just kind of puts it over Apto's forehead, and then it just kind of like all the energy that kind of goes through his arm into his hand, and then he blesses him with healing. Of course, I'm not looking. I'm actually just praying and just kind of trying to heal.
Absolutely, Apto. You wake up to see greeny fingertips kind of over top of you as you begin to feel slightly better as you are now awake.
This is the afterlife. I wasn't expecting a green turtle in the afterlife.
No, unfortunately, we are not there yet, my friend.
Unfortunately or fortunately.
Maybe both.
Amen, brother. Is all our stuff with us? Like, check around.
All the stuff that you had on your persons is with you. In fact, because you got peeled over, you sit up. Yeah, I mean, some of your bags have spilled out, but it's all able to be collected.
They're like little white flower petals or whatever just falling from the sky.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, that sounds amazing. In fact, not only do these petals, you also hear the crack of a thunderbolt in the distance. It's dark outside. It's kind of nighttime at this point, and after you hear, the sky starts to drizzle a little bit.
I don't know. I guess after we pull out one of the. Was it a piece of bread that the elves gave him? A piece of bread or something? I don't know.
Oh, you saved some? So yeah, you can absolutely eat that. Yeah, sure. It's like little rolls.
I have 2 elven rations.
Oh, sweet. Fantastic. So yeah, you're more than welcome to pull those out if you wish.
I'll eat one, I guess.
Roll a d4.
A D4?
Yes.
3?
You munch on this bread, and you feel as if it's rejuvenated you 3 HP. Gain 3 temporary hit points.
Oh, 10 hit points. No, not bad.
All right, team. Your setting is as such. What are you guys gonna do? You guys are technically on the X, by the way. I'll put an X in the field. So this little center circle, it's let's just say it's a plateau. And the edges are like 20 to 25 feet high, and it seems to be almost sheer. The walls that trim, let me get my pen out here. So like these outside lines, they're basically like cliff walls. On this, where the circle is this big tree that seems to just jet up and over as you hear the rain droplets hit the leaves and the canopy above. You'll hear a variety of sounds, creatures of the night, be it from frogs to lizards to potential night birds to insects. It just seems to be just filled with wildlife. It is dark, however, and unfortunately your visibility is slim as there seems to be a fog that's below the plateau that you're on. So the fog itself kind of hovers about 5 feet below this sheared plateau that we're talking about. There does seem to be a descent, that little ramp there, but it goes into fog, and it's difficult to see through, especially with this low light condition.
So this is a this is a cliff face here, and this is a plateau where it's downhill, right?
Negative.
Okay.
Negative. In fact, you know what? I'll just do it this way.
Wait, we're in a ravine, aren't we? Or did I misinterpret something?
I'm about to show you exactly what it looks like. I was trying to be cool about this, but you forced my hand.
I don't like when you have a map, man.
Alright, guys, roll initiative.
Okay.
So, this tree is giving us cover from the rain?
If you want to call it cover.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like, we're not getting, like, drenched with rain right now, right?
It's a drizzle. This is a light
So
rain.
I would have brought them over here, right?
You could. That's fine. I mean, it really doesn't matter. The rock itself is not specific to where. I mean, it could be over here if you want it to be. You tell me where you want your rock to be. I'm okay with that.
I would say it's like right here.
Okay, perfect. You know what? Fuck it. While we're there, why don't we just toss our tokens on the field? Let's just fucking get it over with.
Right. Right, if you hit tab, it gives you a little pointy arrow.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, how's my guy falling?
Hold, please.
Frog, I will be right back. I gotta help a guy who's parking next to real quick.
Yes, sir.
I am going to be right here after I've paired everybody done puking. 'Cause I'm going to,
All right,
take a little nap.
I'm gonna kill the tree. Just remember, there's a tree there. Okay. Just for sake of, here, I'll put a circle, just to represent what base the tree is taking up.
We've got a lot to digest here, guys.
Can we take
Yeah,
rest first?
let's set up camp. Apto, you definitely need a rest. I'll take first watch. Ernie, you wanna take first watch with me?
Sure, yeah, that should be fine.
You need to know what's going on here.
We have this for a fight.
I'm back. Sorry.
No problem. Nobody happens to have a flask of oil on them, do they?
No,
In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's make this legit.
Actually, I was thinking.
What are you hoping to use with the
you know
oil
what?
for?
Oh, never mind. I didn't realize I had a torch. I was looking for something to light my lantern with.
Oh, not that kind of oil. Okay.
You know, I'm just too tired to laugh, Ernie.
This
I'm trying to, Lord.
This place feels different, you all hear in your heads. This place seems unnatural. This place seems foreign, almost as if each one of your fate passengers are talking amongst each other.
Are you going to think in his head? I'm guessing Jake can hear him. Jake, do you know anything about this place? Has so much forsaken us.
What we can say is we are definitely not home. We seem to be back in Tal Rune. Unfortunately, this area is foreign to us. Haven't traveled here. Although a source, a presence felt, as if Mother is trying to reach out.
You know what your reckon with Mother? Maybe we could have a guiding hand.
Unknown at this time, but we will continue to search.
Gentlemen, it seems like we are back in Tal Rune, but I don't recognize this place.
Yeah, I can't get my bearings just yet. If we had came across a landmark, I might be able to help pinpoint our location, but
Roll me a nature check.
No, you can't leave and find our location with the stars.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Is it like guidance? Oh, with the arrow, you rolled it.
Ooh.
ooh.
You look up at the stars, but the canopy is so thick above you, you can't quite discern constellations. At least not enough to get a full like, oh, that's the North Star. Like you just see a sporadic amount of stars that, without a view of the bigger picture, it's difficult to say where you are exactly.
Yeah, without getting an eye on a landmark, I can't tell us where we're at. So
We'll figure it out in the morning. Let's just set up camp.
I will hack off some limbs of the tree.
Sure.
Start a tinderbox.
All right, Fedivin, as you kind of branch off the team, and I'm controlling your token at the moment, as you branch off the team and you're kind of getting some tinder, right? So some drier, smaller brush, not giant limbs or anything like that. But you're an abundant supply of wood around you. Once again, visibility is very dark and low. It's nighttime here. Those with dark vision gets fucked up when you start looking into the fog, but you can see basically trees. It's pretty straightforward, the surroundings you're in without light. It's very primitive, but you do find some bushes here in this particular location, Fedivin. Roll me a survival check. As you pull a branch out, you hear a rattling, kind of like sticks banging together. Kind of pull up with it. And as you kind of look at the base of this, like the branch is thin and then kind of thickens out a little bit, and it looks like it's wedged into something as you pull it up, freeing it completely. It is pretty obvious what's in front of you here as you kind of dangle it in front of you from the branch. It's like a half-crushed skull. But the peculiar thing about this half-crushed skull is that it seems to be growing through the eye hole, and that's what's caught the stick that you pulled it up with. As you look down into the bush to get a better kind of idea, it looks like this bush has grown through and around whatever this bony situation is in.
Okay, so the shrub was growing through the skull.
It appears that way, but the skull itself, it's not fully skulled out either. What you also notice as you kind of, it's dark here, so it's difficult to see entirely, but you still see chunks of meat, be it very dry.
I did crack a torch.
Okay, even better then. Then yeah, you would see there's still some meat on the bone. Although wildlife has clearly taken a good chunk of it, there's still that dried hair and some chunks of skin that still seem to stick to the bone as a result. So the bone looks fairly fresh.
I'm going to take a quick scan around the immediate area to see if there's any other remnants of persons or creatures or whatever.
Sure, with your torchlight, and you know what? I can give you torchlight, motherfucker. Sure. As you kind of walk around with light and whatnots, and you fall over dead. Oh, look! It even casts a shadow. How cool is that? As you walk around and look around, in some higher bush and brush, as Farouk gets into character by turning off the lights in his house, you peel back some more shrubbery, Fedivin. This kind of, you know how people can build those pillars of stone in real life? Those little 2-foot high pillars of stone? You kind of you reveal one of these pillars. Now, the cool thing about this pillar is, although very primitive looking and tribalistic in nature, and you consider it tribalistic because of the way the bones are attached to it, there seems to be like feathers attached to it. There on the top of it seems to be like a skulled creature. Unfortunately, it's so far gone, you have a hard time discerning what breed or race it was. And the rocks themselves are kind of overgrown in moss and very intricate around the outside.
It looks like it has been upkept in a very, very, very long time. Right?
Yeah, this thing, I mean, it's no real guessing game here. This thing looks old.
Okay.
The fucked up skull body back there, newer. This fucking pillar, pretty old.
Hey guys, whoever's on watch, keep your eyes open. There's a fresh-ish dead body over here. Can't really make out what it is, but I mean, it's still got some meat on it, so there might be somebody around the area. And we got some type of civilization. It might be, you know, a tribe or something in the area. So just whoever's on watch, keep your eyes open. Is this the only way up? This ramp?
This ramp seems to be the only, I guess, safe way down. Faru, however, I would like you to roll me a. Let's go with nature. I was only looking for a 10, as common knowledge would have it, for as you kind of peer into the bushes that Fedivin had made reference to with the body and the meat. Once again, you acknowledge that if this body is fresh, how did the bush grow? As big as this bush is, how did it grow through the bones and whatnot? It doesn't seem to weigh out in your head as far as nature is concerned. Meaning, this body is probably too fresh to have a full bush grow through it.
So it doesn't seem like the bush is grown through the pieces of the body, or like.
Yeah, the bush is completely entangled in this. Like there's fragments of bone, but like the parts of the skeleton that is still, for lack of a better term, intact, seems to be wrapped up, grown through bone. It's odd. The situation is odd.
Can I cast detect magic?
Sure.
See if there's like any sort of like magical shenanigans going on?
Yeah, sure. You could absolutely do that.
I'm gonna see what kind of I guess the different tool, whatever tool of magic it is. Like the direction your transportation works.
What'd you roll?
Oh, it's just detect magic. I can just see whatever. Because it doesn't tell me what exactly it is. It just tells me like if there is magic like this, like potentially in like this particular spot, or if it's like out in that way. The range is there.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. Let me just verify something. As you look around, anything that you find magical on your bodies would begin to glow. The quiver of arrows that you guys recently acquired would also be glowing. But as far as the shrubbery is concerned, or the vegetation around you, or even the idol that Fedivin's fucking around with right now, doesn't seem to inherently glow to you.
Probably some old goblin tribe.
Seems as though this body is this bush should not have been going through it. One that's maybe been too quick, maybe otherworldly. But it doesn't seem to be that.
My bad.
An alarm starts blaring in the distance. No, I'm just kidding.
I am going to be using that, but I was just trying to read it.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, guys. I haven't heard much from Ernie in this situation, as Fedivin is kind of looking at this idol. You got Faru kind of poking at this kind of dead body in the bushes situation here. Ernie, where's your head at?
I am currently just having an internal struggle. There's things that are going on, like, other than what's, all this other stuff that's going on within Ernie's head, as if he's battling maybe some sort of like mental illness, and he's just pretty distraught at this point.
Roll me performance check, please.
15.
Sasano, being the one who placed Ernie where he's at, clearly there seems to be some sort of, I don't want to call it heartfelt thought process, but there is some concern on your fellow traveler as you see Ernie's face kind of going through a range of emotion, for lack of a better way of saying it.
You're just as messed up as I am right now. I think you need time. What? Oh, hey. Yeah, I think we all just need a little bit of time, and it doesn't look like we were placed in a dandelion field this time either. Yeah. It is true. I'm just going to catch some these over there real quick. I need to
Alright.
process my mind.
Yeah, I think Fedivin and I are gonna take first watch, so I'll probably just hang out here though.
Sounds good. I'll just face plant.
Apto, once again, you see Faru kind of fucking around with the bush. Fedivin's at an idol. Ernie and Sasano seem to be passing words back and forth. As you start seeing Sasano kind of getting ready to rest up a little bit. Where's Apto's head at in all this?
Turning blue.
Turning blue for sure. Yeah, he's like a little worried about what the fuck's going on with this scale thing.
Sure.
But not that much, but he just like runs his fingers through it to see what they feel like and all that.
So you run your fingers through your mane?
Sure.
You kind of scratch and kind of touch that area. But your mane is a mighty concoction. You know, you're a very proud lion. You know, you got this mighty mane of bush going on here as you slide your fingers, and it kind of feels like you're pulling hair out little by little. And then as it kind of gets caught in your talon a little bit, or your claws a little bit, you peel it away, and it kind of feels like a little that pops off. And it's almost like when you pull grass out of the ground with the root bed, and you have like the dirt still inside the roots, but that's your scalp and hair. And it's like a $50 sized chunk.
I think he just mutters under his breath like, I swear, like, and then just goes back to trying to build like a little makeshift roof out of like sticks and mud to keep him from getting too wet, I guess.
So that's going to be a construction. That will take time, just so you're aware. I'm okay with it. There's there's ample wood around and, brush that you can probably scrounge around to make like a lean-to, if you could, against some of the rocks. That's fine. But that is going to take, I'm going to say, at least an hour to get all that shit situated.
Yeah, that's fine. As we set up camp, that's what after we do.
Sure. I'm going to say you move to this general direction looking for supplies. As you get to the edge of this cliff, you look down, and it's just foggy. It's dark. Your dark vision kicks in, but there's not much visibility. You just see yourself surrounded by trees as the wildlife once again. As you hear just insects chirping back and forth, and God knows what the fuck. Oh, what the fuck is that sound? Oh, what the fuck is that sound? And once again, lightning in the distance as the wind begins to rise just a little bit. And the music, great fucking selection.
Oh, yeah.
God, I hope this fog clears up in the morning. And then he just continues.
Can Faru, I didn't know if you were going
You're okay, what's up?
Didn't know if you had any time. Can Faru look at the pillar? Is there any sort of like language or writings on it that I can decode?
Roll me an investigation. You're talking about the little idol. I'll just make something on the ground here so you can at least say.
The ancient pillar thing that the Fedivin found?
Yeah, let's just say it's within that green circle there.
Not 19.
You know what? Yeah. You look at this thing, you seem to be very intrigued by it more so than the rest of the party. As you peeps it, once again, it's like a crushed skull kind of thing, and it seems to be an older skull. Bones are just kind of strapped to it with these leather bindings or some sort of, I don't want to call it twine. It's almost like they use sinew to kind of stretch around these rocks. These pillared rocks seems to be strategically placed on top of each other. So the construction of this thing is very old, but seems to be quite sturdy for what it is. As you kind of look around and you cast your light cantrip, I believe is what you were saying before.
Yeah, that takes me.
As you cast your light cantrip, in the back, you know what? I'll show you exactly what you say.
The music changing, you're like, I'm like, oh boy.
I will place it on the wall. You see a symbol that's carved into the back of the rock on the other side of this idol. And it kind of depicts that. Can you guys see it all right, or is the light too dark?
Ah, yes, it makes sense. Cobra Commander.
Yo, Joe. You leaving? Hey, you want to say hi to the boys real quick?
That's okay.
You want to say hi to the boys?
That's okay. I'll text you when I get home. All right.
Sorry about that. My wife's girlfriend just left. All right, Farouk, so that's what you see.
I don't recognize it from the
Okay, and that's fair. So yeah, with that information, you do as you see fit as Fedivin walks away towards that. Fedivin, what does it look like to cast the alarm for you?
I'm not really casting anything. I'm basically just taking like tripwire, attaching it to some bells that I have in my inventory, and just tying it like in between brush so that the bells aren't seen.
Yep. Yeah, that takes some time to do, but you're able to do it effectively as you kind of, a tripwire system. 100%. You stand up and turn and look at the group. You see Sasano lying on the ground, getting ready to, thank you. As you, you see Sasano getting ready for sleepy. You got Apto, who's currently kind of in the process of building a lean-to. Faru seems to be kind of stroking his chin in a very wisdom, as Faru, I think, would kind of do, that's strange, what is that? Yeah, and then obviously Remy is right on your ass, essentially. But the one thing that stands out for you right now as well, outside of Faru's curiosity in this pillar, Ernie just doesn't seem to be acting like Ernie.
Is everybody all set? We good?
I think so. I'm still putting this still on, but go check on Ernie. He seems to not be doing well.
Well, you guys go get your rest. Me and Ernie we'll take care of the watch. Hey, Ernie, whenever you're ready.
I'll kind of gather myself and, stand up.
I assume you build a fire, or do you plan on going in the dark the whole time?
Oh yeah, I was gathering wood before, so
Okay.
I imagine there's a fire by them near the tree.
Sure thing. I got something for that too.
And I guess I'd still have a torch by me.
Oh yeah, your fire is not purple. It's yellow.
Oh, so yeah, that'd be near them, and then I would have the torch near me. There you go.
You son of a bitch! I deleted it. All right, Ernie, I'm assuming you come over towards Fedivin?
Yeah.
All right, as you're taking first watch, the rain begins to pick up a little bit heavier as it kind of drips through your hair onto your face or the sides of your head and just kind of drips off your chin. You have some time to yourself as you just hear the sounds of nature pitter-pattering through the canopy. The creatures, even though it's raining out, the creatures themselves are still very active. Occasionally you'll see a lizard, a little small anole, about yay big, kind of jet across your feet. Remy would actually kind of go,
Easy, Remy. Here, have a ration, boy. We don't need you wandering off.
What makes your bond between you and Remy so strong, Fedvin?
I mean, he's been in my life since, I knew how to walk, but, he saved my life, along with his brother, Pablo, but, unfortunately, Pablo ended up giving his life. Remy lived on. Remy's strong. Not that Pablo wasn't strong either, though.
just must be nice having someone by your side at all times.
Well, he's all I got now. I've lost the rest of my family. Been chasing a fool's errand trying to find my ma and sister, but I lost track of them by the time I ran into, well, I guess, just Apto now. It started this whole thing.
Yeah, and just I don't know.
What's going on with you, man? I mean, I don't mean to pry, but are you okay? A whole lot's happened.
We all have our demons, right? Mine just seem to be louder than others.
Oh. What you mean loud? What's going on? You can trust me, Ernie.
I was never the studious type. And this magic that I use wasn't learned. It was, some people say it was a gift, but no one knows the truth and the consequences that it came with.
Well, I couldn't tell you one arcane spell from the next, but what do you mean? You say you're cursed?
Not cursed. It's hard to get into, but not cursed.
You all right?
Yeah, these voices, they're getting louder and closer.
Now, you know when you first ran into Jaeger and he was talking about voices in his head, you freaked out. I'm getting you vibes right now, and you're the Jaeger.
No, these voices have been in my life since I've been a...
I fucking love it. The voices are so loud.
You know, I think I hear the voices too. Does it sound like a little baby?
Yeah, it's a mood killer if you ask me.
And cut, folks. That's a wrap.
I do apologize. Excuse me.
No, that was great.
Should we take an early break?
No. She's gone. She's gone.
Okay.
Would you ground her?
No. They... Sorry, just to get my mindset back. These voices have been with me since I was a little kid. They started becoming more prominent the stronger my arcane abilities became.
Is that what you were going on about when we were just after being chased by that giant fire serpent? When you hid yourself in darkness? What's going on? Are they telling you to hurt us? Are they telling you to hurt yourself?
No. It's... When I was a kid, people traveled from all over to gawk and stare, all because of something that happened when I was just a small child, and it attracted a lot of attention from priests fanatics from all over, and the common consensus was that my abilities were given to me by some sort of reincarnation. They believe that I don't know, a reincarnated beast.
Wow.
The voices!
Oh my god.
Patron's getting too angry. Can't be talking about the patron now. He's so good because the music popped in right when the kids were
Dude, I love it. The music's been on point the whole session so far. I love it.
Ernie's, can't get his thoughts together. His voices are coming in hard.
It makes me want to cry like a baby. But no, I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I've had to deal with this forever.
Fenomen will go over, put a hand on his shoulder, and was like, "Hey, man, look. If it ever gets too much, you can always chat with me, man. Feel like you might have the clearest head on your shoulders in the group. Not that you have much competition with us."
At times, and these things, they come and go, and they, I just gotta get my head straight again. They're the strongest when I'm feeling depressed or at an end.
I know how you feel. What the hell was that back there? I mean, I don't speak their language. Did the ritual work? What?
It seems like it worked, but before we left, Hyris told me that them sending us back here was going to doom them, and that's what was happening. The Tar was taking over. So there's no going back there. Any hope we had to save both is dwindling. I mean, no. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought everything that we went through was to save them. I mean, we lost somebody to save them, and you're telling me it was all for nothing?
I guess we're saving their plane by fixing our problems here.
I don't understand. I don't understand these Fae. I don't understand this quest that we're on. I mean, I just don't get it.
What is that? Is that pineapple wooden thing?
All it seems is that we're just losing more and more every single time.
Just know that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that everyone lives from now on. And if that means doing something stupid,
Oh, that tastes so good.
I'm gonna have to do it.
I'm right there with you, man. I just can't imagine what it'd be like losing you or Apto, but when I saw Sano's face when he was walking down the tree, and knowing how close he was with Glade, I lost it. Just, I don't know.
It's all so much bigger than us. We all walked our own paths until this one brought us all together, and now our souls and hearts and minds are intertwined for as long as I can see this going forward.
Well, again, that's still don't rightfully trust these Fae, but if I have a chance to save my family, I will. And that includes you guys. But looks like our watch might be just up here. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I could probably use the rest. Might help me get back to my chipper self.
Same here. I'm exhausted.
The night continues to go through as the rain seems to be a consistent atmospheric situation. As you guys swap shifts. After about an hour into the new shift, Faru, Sasano, and Apto, you are in a position to share words amongst each other. You're welcome to do so as the night progresses.
Did we hit the 4-hour mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Get some health back real quick.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Well, that was the first question.
Someone needs extra healing, not have a funeral again.
remember, we're still in our long rest, so...
Oh, that's gentlemen. Something fucking said was laid. I guess they seem to drop some sort of corruption or whatever it might be. I couldn't think. And I hope to try better next time. If these old bones will it.
Like, hey, do you know anyone, or by anyone I mean that God is with yours that can do something about this? He points to like the scales.
The scales themselves, Faru, in the torchlight, the scales themselves, even though they primarily shimmer a like an ocean blue kind of color, you find that as the firelight radiates and flickers, it seems to give off this sheen of like an iridescent green, blue, purpley kind of shifting color pattern.
Would I recognize the scene or anything else, like a creature or maybe stories of any sort of like legends or anything like that?
I mean, as a hermit, did you have access to books?
Probably not. No.
I'm gonna go with just no, unfortunately. I mean, what you would be able to roll me a nature check real quick.
Call divinity or anything like that.
Yeah, just roll me a nature.
Wow.
I mean, nothing. I mean, it just looks like blue iridescent scales. They are very, as you touch them and investigate based on Apto's willingness to let you, you know, they are, I'm not going to say they're slimy, but they have a slickness to them. And they do seem to be hard.
You know, Apto, the scales, whatever they are, they don't hurt you at all, do they?
No. Just feel weird.
Can I poke it real hard with fingers, see if that hurts him?
Yeah, please
Or
do.
with a claw. I have a claw.
Yeah.
I would try and, like, Apto, hold on. I want to test something. I'm not trying to help. I'm going to poke him, see if he feels it as I keep pushing my claw.
Yeah, absolutely. You poke him. You know what? Just roll me a strength check, just because. Why the fuck not?
You deal 45 damage, you kill him instantly.
10.
You know, you're moderate with your pressure as you are just experimenting, and the scales. You actually hear your claw kind of click off of the scales, like a hard carapace. It's almost like a natural armor.
Yeah, Baru kind of strokes his chin a little bit in contemplation. He's like, Abdo, it seems these scales might come in handy with your amazing mane withers away. I don't see what you need a mane for. I'm completely bald, and I've been bald all my life. These scales seem like a blessing. Of course.
A Leonin's pride is his mane. Now look at me. I'm a monster. They won't accept me back home anymore.
Don't worry about it. It's what's on the inside counts. We love you as a brother, and we will defend you. As long as we can. Whatever comes.
Captain feels kind of touched with that and rolls in for a hug.
Of course,
Thank you, Faru. Thank you. That means a lot.
More hair comes off.
You know what? Faru, roll me a sleight of hand as you wrap your hands around his mane. See if any of it gets stuck.
Oh boy.
If you roll over a 10, it gets stuck. No, you're careful. And you don't peel any more mane off at the moment.
Yeah, claws, yeah. After we can get through this. Stay strong.
Hopefully, when we get back to town, I can find a healer.
Let me give him a pat. See my palm.
Whole face just smells so white.
Yeah.
During their whole conversation, I'm just sharpening my blade.
Yeah, and you actually hear the... As you just hear the blade sharpen itself. Occasionally, the blade itself flickers like a reflection of the torchlight, kind of in Apto and Apto and Faru's eyes from time to time.
And then I think we just continue to watch on this. We don't have anything else to say.
Good night.
I love you,
I'm
buddy.
just gonna keep
I love you
quiet.
too.
Putting my mind in the right place, because I'm still messed up.
Wait, okay, did we ever get blades things or no?
I mean, according to Frog, they fell with us.
Right?
Well, you would have... I mean, they definitely stripped his body, and I see them... They would have probably given you his effects. So I'm going to say the contents of his bag would still be with you. Sure, that sounds fair.
Alright, I'm gonna forget that story.
Blade had a magical sword?
It was
the shiny
the
sword, right?
The moon sword.
yeah,
Yeah, the
moon sword.
Okay, cool, yeah. That's absolutely fine, as long as, no one else has any questions about it.
It was just a long sword, right?
It's not a long sword. It is a. If you in the roll 20, if you put in, go to the search for it, and just, I believe you should be able to put in moon. Should be like moon touched. All it does is light up 5 feet. Yeah. Yeah, moon touched sword.
This is all sword types. So, what sword was it?
I guess it was a short sword.
Was it a short sword?
I believe so, because it wasn't a long. It wasn't a long sword. I know that much. So it would have been just a short sword.
Alright, then never mind.
Wait, was there like a smithing hammer in your ring?
So the hammer he used for his smithing was the maul. He quite literally used his weapon to smith.
Wow.
It was one in the same.
How much did that weigh?
Maul you can actually just put it straight into the thing there as well.
Now you don't forget I am taking sword out. Okay.
Let's see here. A maul is 10 pounds. Its damage is 2d6 bludgeoning. It is a heavy two-handed weapon.
Well, I'm going to hold on to your maul because I'm going to bury it in your hometown. Basically a grave.
Aw.
I will take that short sword. It just glows, right?
Yeah, it's a 15 feet radius around you is lit up in a moonish-like light.
Alright, cool. I'll write it down.
I mean, you can quite later go if you click on the compendium on roll 20, put in just moon, and it's moon touched blade. You can just drag and drop.
Yes, sir. All right. As the evening comes to a close and the banter back and forth amongst the crew comes to an end, the light begins to grace us as a sun that you haven't seen in about 48 hours begins to rise. The night comes to a close as you wake each other up. The cloud cover is that of, rain and kind of cloudy occasionally, even with the rain coming through. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. You all don't necessarily wake up at this point, but the sun is up. So for Fedivin and Ernie, that's what I wanted to say, you guys are still technically sleeping. But occasionally the morning sunlight does crest through a break in the cloud, shimmering through the canopy. The canopy being wet shimmers beads of water light as like the rainbow color patterns through the refraction of the light through these beads just kind of pepper your eyes with little rainbows here and there as you look into the canopy. Apto, you see from one tree to another this bird-like creature fly. You swear that the wingspan on this fucking thing was probably at least 5 foot wide as it disappears into the tree line beyond that way.
Wait, was it just one wing or like both?
Wingspan is usually both wings.
Both. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a 5 foot wingspan of a creature that just glides into another tree into the distance over the little cliffside. Sasano, you feel something curling up your thigh, your calf.
I'll definitely take a look at it.
You look down and you see a reptilian-like tail as you feel a slither kind of wrapping around. The tail, as you look down, you see red, black, yellow, red, black, yellow, red, black, yellow.
Gentlemen, I think I have a snake lining my leg. I don't know if it's poisonous or not.
In fact, the patterning looks just like this.
Wait, I'm proficient in survival. Could I tell if it's poisonous or not?
That'd be nature.
Would it be nature?
Well, I'm sorry, I guess maybe.
It would be nature, but that's the color patterning of this creature.
Pretty sure that's not a milk snake.
There's two with the same patterning. One that's poisonous and one that's
That is correct.
You're welcome to roll a survival if you wish to try to... Oh, no, excuse me, not a survival. A nature check to see if you recognize this breed. You know what? You're like, wait, is it red touches black, you're okay, Jack? Or if is it red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow? I don't remember!
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I think we're all gonna roll nature on this one. Uh-oh.
Sasano, you yourself is like, I don't know if it's supposed to be red touches yellow, I'm not sure!
Oh god!
Sasano, hold on. See if we can have this little clicky thing go along with it. I'm gonna try and pull my hand out to see if over toward this calf and see if it kind of goes on my arm.
No, it's currently in the process of going up his leg. In fact, the tail is maybe like 2 inches left as it disappears under his robes. At this point, you feel a slither behind the inner thigh. It's getting pretty close to your cash and prizes.
I'm gonna slowly undo the rope.
Okay. You know what? Fuck you. Sleight of hand.
Damn it! Oh shit! I'm gonna get bit.
You know, you're not the most graceful person with this when you're in this situation, as it's literally slithering just past your cash and prizes. You know, you go to undo your rope that holds it closed, and you accidentally kind of dink into it. I gotta do it. What's your AC? You said 18?
15.
15.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit.
You feel a sting from underneath your robes. Give me... Well, first of all, let's just do damage first. Let's start off the easy shit. 1 point of piercing damage as you feel a sting, like literally just below your left testicle, like in your inner thigh. It stings, and it burns. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
17.
You take another point of poison damage as you feel this heat enter your body. It definitely puts a little bit more pep in your step. What are you doing?
I'm already. As soon as I got bit, I'm just the robes is off.
You should, what's below your robes? What are you wearing underneath your robes?
Oh, there is it's basically just garment covering the precious, and it's like almost like a rope.
Okay.
Rope around.
Sure. You kind of wear let's just call it a sumo a sumo loincloth underneath this robe, in a traditional sense. And as you disrobe yourself, you see this snake wrapped around your inner thigh. You see a trickle of blood coming down to behind your knee, probably from the sting from a second ago. You're more than welcome to attempt to grab this creature if you wish.
Oh, fuck, guys. This thing is poisonous. I feel it. Any suggestions? Should I grab it and toss it?
If you're going to grab it and it's already bitten, you need to make sure you get it by its neck.
Just lop off its head.
You could do that too, sure. I mean, I think it only speaks of you as a danger. Maybe if you just try to hold it by its neck and push it on the side.
Have you ever had snakes, Susano?
Susano, with all this conversing going on, you start to feel this thing slide under your sumo gear.
Ooh.
I'm gonna immediately try and grab.
You immediately try to grab it. Go ahead. Slide a hand to represent the speed
13?
and hastiness. You know what? I'm going to roll to see. You, right before... So it just kind of enters your loincloth. And you kind of snatch real quick and you pull it up. In your hand, right in front of your face, you see this snake. It's kind of like hissing as it's inhaling air. It's trying to puff itself up. Its tongue forks almost at the tip of your nose. The body begins to coil around your wrist as you hold the head.
Oh, I'm not holding it as I whip it out. I'm tossing it.
Sure. You're tossing it in a random direction?
God.
Hey, roll a d8. Roll a d8. Cardinal directions, d8.
Roll 6, don't roll 6. Oh, fuck you.
You wanted it. You got it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I'm assuming the 8 represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I see what you're saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so with a 6, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you chuck it. You chuck this thing southwest. So literally down the fucking pathway, huh? You know what? I got an idea. Hold just 1 second, please.
You know what? We're swapping up the cardinal directions up in here.
Yeah. I thought too. I was like, oh no, great as a net, we're all facing this.
I just thought of an idea. Just give me 1 second while I make it a physical thing.
It's looking funny.
I don't like that idea.
Yep.
Just kind of bad
I'm
stuff.
I'm dead.
As you chuck as you chuck this thing just beyond the alarm area, you follow it in the air as it coils, like you hear it hit something, and coming as its head pokes up through the fog, this coral snake is kind of wrapped around a creature coming up. The creature looks very similar to that of what's on the token. In fact, I will place it on the wall.
I just pissed off a giant snake naga thing.
Oh my god, you fucked this. Susano, you fucked this.
You didn't kill the snake,
As this creature grabs this snake and kind of places it on the ground, it starts leaning towards you with haste as it pulls off its back a bow, entering the spell alarm. And as you hear, what's the alarm sound like there, Fet?
It's like a bunch of like ringing bells, like little tiny bells, not like gongs.
You get shaken awake, Ernie and Fedivin and Remy, as you hear, by the way, you guys will gain the benefit of long rest, by the way. As you wake up to the sounds that you just described. And as it pulls back a bow to fire an arrow at you, you can see fairly decently, at least Apto, Susano, and Faru, the tip of this arrow seems to drip a green fluid as it fires. And that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break, boys and girls.
Oh, that's nice.
Help me, Ricky Bobby, I'm a bit.
All right, guys. So be back. Let's say 55 after the hour, because I myself have to use the restroom.
Sorry, guys. It's been a rough night over here.
Dude, I was cracking up. Don't even apologize.
Yeah, right. That was hilarious. I needed to laugh.
Both kids did not want to go. Usually they're both sleeping by the time we start, or my wife is like putting the older one to bed when we start, and it was just an anti-sleep night. And I think the little one is still awake. So.
All right, team. I shall be right back.
What you gonna do, man?
Honestly, shaking babies. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Wow.
Shake my baby. I would never shake my baby.
Wow.
You do South Park and kick the baby.
You ever see one of the end zone spikes? That's fucked up. You know what? I'll be right back.
I'm probably gonna die to poison.
I'll be right back as well.
Did you get bit by a snake?
Yeah, I got bit.
He got bit by the poisonous snake that was crawling up his leg.
Wow. Was it red and yellow?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is a venomous snake.
Red on yellow, kill a fellow. Red on black, came back.
Alright. You gonna go downstairs and grab a drink?
What y'all doing?
Fuck.
Yeah,
I need this week to be over.
My weekend's tomorrow.
Had a lovely start to the week, work-wise. Hop's been in the vet. Have my performance review tomorrow, so it's a fun time for sure.
God damn.
Ow! You bit me. What's wrong with you?
I'm trying to do.
My pants are literally.
Hey man, you'll get through it. We always do, right?
How's work?
Yeah.
Nope.
Sweet.
Nope.
Fantastic.
No,
Can't play with
no.
Why are you drawing?
You don't get through.
No, it's he's trying to sit here and grab this on my hand as I'm sitting there and have it spinning on my finger. It's like, no, bud, you can't have this.
So, Spider-Man No Way Home is on digital now. My wife finally got to watch it.
Is it on Disney Plus or?
No, it's you gotta buy it.
Oh, okay.
I bought it on Amazon.
Was
Give it
out?
about give it 2 weeks and it'll be free on Plus.
It was a great movie.
So
Oh,
here's, but here's the only thing. It won't be on Plus because it's a Sony movie. So, like they have like none of the Spider-Man movies are on Disney Plus.
Then it'll end up going to Amazon Prime as Venom, which is a Sony movie, is on Amazon Prime for free. So it'll end up
Yeah.
popping up on Prime for free then if you have a Prime
Probably,
membership.
yeah. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, but that's we're talking
Because I know
about years of
Morbius is
development.
supposed to go
She's
to
not a
Prime as well.
runner.
It just sucks,
But, you know,
man.
something
But like
that's-
Sony's like never gonna sell Spider-Man to Disney because they just
No.
it's the bag. As long as they keep working together, you know, it's fine for us fans.
Yeah.
But like Sony will never sell it to Disney.
Nope. Which I can respect him for that.
I mean, honestly,
It's an IP.
blame it on Stan Lee.
Well, so
No.
it was the other guy, wasn't it? And then when they licensed
So-
out everyone,
It was to save Marvel. It
Right,
was neither
yeah,
their fault. Marvel was literally about to go bankrupt and no longer be a thing. And in an attempt to save the business and also they literally started selling all their license for everything.
yeah, that's why.
And it was
that-
so
No, go ahead.
oh yeah, I was gonna say it's why like there was like the early Fantastic Four or the not the X-Men, the Avengers with Hulk and all Thor, the old Iron Man movie and all stuff. Same thing happened with DC. They needed money to keep their business alive, so DC started selling license. That's where you got like the Flash Thompson movie and TV show for a little bit with the old Flash. As well as like a couple of the earlier Superman shows or movies and whatnot. It was just so they could literally just save their business and stay open. Because recessions are a bitch.
This guy looks pretty decked out for a Yuan-Ti or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to, the full-blooded one, because I know I think it's easy. You can be a half-blood or something.
So purebloods are actually look more human. The more pure the blood, the closer to human they look. This would be more. If this is a Yuan-Ti, this would be like a monstrosity or abomination version of it. Yeah, that was gonna say if it's not Yuan-Ti, how the hell you pronounce it? It's gonna be a Naga.
I figured since you didn't kill the
Oh.
snake, you probably would have got the pass, but oh well.
No, you know what? It's not a Naga. It only has 2 arms. Nagas have 4. This is going to be it's going to be like an abomination or a mutant version of the Yuan-Ti or whatever. Going by artwork at least versus like what they theoretically look like. Nagas are supposed to have 4 arms.
Did he ask us to roll initiation or initiative?
Not yet. He said the Naga shot at Paul and then
Why?
got a
First
lot clear.
round I played.
What was that?
You guys have a life cleric here to help right now.
All right, time to get ballsy.
All of my spells are ready, and I'm gonna get the fuck away from that big ass thing. I'm not a fighter.
So on my screen, you're just a white block pyro.
That sounds about right.
No, it's on mine.
Oh.
I don't know what. I might have to reinstall tabletop. It's been fucking up with me lately.
Dude, Joey is so much like me. That motherfucker.
I was thinking about one of the other tables. I'm like,
out. And when he's out, I can literally smack him. I'm like,
I don't have enough time to do 2 tables, so I guess Tuesday kind of going away was kind of a blessing for me.
I have a priest gonna have to go in for like maybe a day or 2 or a week or
something like that.
Do it. You wanna lose
Oh yeah,
it?
plus I don't really have the money anymore since I've dropped.
I'm gonna learn.
Well, I will be dropping
I wanna
I
see.
assure you, your nipples are more sensitive than mine.
I wanna see
at
both.
least $5,000 on this vet bill.
You wanna learn
Holy
how
shit,
to-
dude! What the fuck happened?
I'll show you how to piss on
So he had an abscess. He had a stick that broke through the wall, and then they're pretty much treating a septic abscess.
you? Oh man, that sounds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! So what? He chewed a stick and
No, it wasn't. I think the abscess was there before the stick. I don't know. It's hard to say. The person that did the surgery wasn't clear, so I have to talk with that person again tomorrow.
Hey, Joseph.
But I think the
When you let
stick
Vega out,
and,
did you also see the pee pad?
um,
You had to have because she was right next to it.
abscess was just like a ball of infection. And the doctor said it was like 50-50 for survival at the beginning of the week, and then with everything that's happened, definitely he looks like he's almost out of the woods.
do you have insurance for him?
I
So,
literally
this was
like
pretty
just
decent,
got
Vic.
it, so I don't have insurance.
I like this.
Shit.
And I actually felt
Yeah, I'm like on like day 12 of the waiting period for insurance.
that person by tomorrow.
Will they backdate it?
No, that's why they have the waiting period in there. So you just can't like sign up for it and have
So
it
far,
covered.
so good.
Well, I went and saw him today. He was standing on his own. He was wagging his tail. They were having trouble feeding him, and I got him to eat some Cheerios that I brought with me. So
As far as him having issues eating, that's understandable with the abscess and everything. It's like between that and then like the stick puncturing, it's like that's going to cause some stomach issues for a bit.
yeah, they're like it looks like he wants to eat, but he's probably really nauseous. He has non-pain meds, which is suppressing his appetite. So
He's a puppy. It's like if in the beginning of the week he was given a 50-50, it's now Wednesday. He's a puppy, and like kind of like people or humans and all that stuff. Younger animals in general can bounce back from injuries and all stuff and surgeries a lot easier and quicker with less issues.
yeah,
Have you thought about doing like a GoFundMe?
No, I'm not gonna go find him, man.
So, I'm sorry.
Help out.
I might not be abreast of everything that's going on here. So, is this like a serious situation? Like, what, he swallowed a stick and it punctured?
No, so it's two separate issues. So he did eat a stick and it was started to puncture the intestinal wall, but he had an abscess on his intestines, which was basically just like a void of infection that was in there. And the surgeon went in there, he flushed it out, and the doctor that he's with now, who's like a criticalist vet, like certified board with the certified surgeon board, whatever, all that stuff. So like, thank God that the person that went in there didn't go to the bowel, because if the person went in there with the bowel, it'd be a much dire situation. So right now they have like a whole bunch of stuff on him. They have him on they had to change up his antibiotics like 3 different times. They flushed him again. They took out the drain that was in him. He has like a catheter in him so they don't like reinfect the wound. And basically what they're doing right now is they think that he's almost in the clear, but what they want to do is make sure that they're preventing like a surgery like 1 to 2 weeks down the road.
Any ideas on how the abscess got there?
No idea. I mean, it could have been from, on my watch, it could have been from the puppy mill that I rescued him from.
Could have been parasite driven?
No, it wouldn't have been parasite driven. What'd you say, bro?
The stick and the carrot, because the carrot was trying to pass over the stick.
The carrot wouldn't have passed, right? They think that the baby carrot that was causing the blockage, everybody's thinking it was being blocked because of the abscess. Because it was pushing down on the intestinal.
It's just kind of random to have an abscess form, especially, I've never even heard of an intestinal abscess before. That's weird.
Well, I think it could have been done like from birth or whatever, like umbilically.
I mean, are we looking hopeful here or what?
Yeah, we're looking hopeful, but I mean, it's very stressful, and you know.
I bet. I know what your dogs mean to you, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I get you, man. I get you. I'm sure everything will be fine, man.
Yeah. I'm just not on camera right now just because it's
I understand.
look like shit.
No, I get you, man. I get you. Nevertheless, guys, why don't we let's dive back in to see who dies next.
Oh boy. I went back to look at the VOD about the sword, and it's a long sword.
Is it a long sword? Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, if you want an Apto, you can have it.
I mean, if you can use it, you can have it. Because I don't need the dark vision. I think it'd just be cool.
Oh, I can use it. If it was a short sword, I could use my dex modifier, but...
No, it's okay.
We can do rollies if you want. I don't care.
You can have it. I don't mind.
Alright.
But
Gracias.
just keep in mind it's a long sword.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, before we dive back in, guys, I'm gonna show you something. No homo. Watch this.
Don't take out your penis.
Shield your eyes.
Hey! Oh, no, he's showing his penis.
Oh, nice.
man.
Good shit.
Congratulations.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
Me and,
It's not easy, I know.
me and John committed to a workout routine this week that we haven't started yet.
Let's go up.
Awesome. Actually, the beginning of April, my fiance, future wife, wants me to train her. Like, it's been a long time since I've been in a dojo, and she wants me to kind of pick up and dust off the old book, and just her and I kind of go through it. So we'll see how that goes. But I anticipate there might be a couple days off coming up in the future here. I don't think Vega's going to be around much longer, so I'm prepping for that. I'm going to call the vet up and start prepping for cremation and whatnot. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so there's that. So I'll let you guys know if that happens to come to fruition. Nevertheless, guys, let me take off the 10-minute thingy on the stream, and then we'll get started. All right. Last we left off, dudes and dudettes. Actually, did I hear everyone back? Ernie, did I hear your voice already?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good, sweet. And then I see everybody else, and I just heard Fett, so we're good to go. Is Remy here? Hello, Remy, you there?
He's back.
All right, team. As once again, this sting in Sasano's inner thigh forces him to react and grab this creature and whip it down the ramp, inadvertently smacking it into this snake-like appendage-wielding creature who pulls a crude bow off his back and begins to, shoot. The first target, as a result of everything going in, as he gets the drops, let's just go with Ernie 1, Fett 2, Remy 3, Apto 4, Sasano 5, Faru 6. I rolled a 4. Apto, what's your ace?
Was that Remy?
No, Apto was 4.
We were just chilling on watch. I wanted to have my shield, so it'd be
16. Thank you for your honesty, my friend. As this creature... Where the fuck did my D20 go? Where the fuck did my D20 go? There you are. Arrow flies wild past and through your mane. Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh, good initiative for once, please.
Oh my.
I never get good initiative.
And while you're rolling initiative, what is everyone's passive perception average?
14.
I think.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think it's 12, isn't it?
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, let's...
Yeah, mine's 12. I think the average is 12, no, or 14 or something like that.
Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright, Fire, what's yours?
14.
14, Apto, you're 12?
Yeah.
Sano, you?
With perception?
Passive
Passive.
perception.
Oh, passive wisdom. Perception is 13.
13, what are you, John?
12.
12, who am I missing?
Glade, who's dead in the coffin.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So-
he's eaten by the tar now.
We have a passive of 14.
Okay, good to know. All right, guys.
Write that down somewhere.
No, you can remember it. It's fine. So go ahead and roll your initiatives. You did. Let me know when you guys are all updated because I'm going to be rolling initiative in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Thursday.
Those son of a
I like to
bitches.
point out, I am not among them.
Wait, I'm wrong. I'm mistaken. I'm fine.
I am not among the Thursday crew on that one.
Holy good God!
Those motherfuckers.
I
I'm gonna.
actually remember this person.
You know, I'm throwing a beholder at them next week or this week.
Did you throw beholder at them already?
No, technically,
Fuck it.
that was an undead beholder, and that was the Monday table. No, that was a Thursday table. No, it was the Monday table.
Missing the Faru.
But I think before
You just gotta make sure you're turning your thing on. Where it says initiative include, make sure it's red.
It is.
Hey, look, the
Yeah,
monster
I just
initiative.
turned
We're
it
all
on.
good, guys.
It was red for me. I don't. This entire time. I rolled so bad.
Oh, I love how you guys are all color coded. That's so cute. I like how it matches the Fae passengers too. That's so cool. All right, team. So, this creature begins to hiss in frustration, having missed. You see him kind of reach on his back and try to reach for another arrow. Fedivin, you're up.
Alright, so I'll just say run this up right there. I will run up to the ledge here.
Fall off today.
Right there. That's 15 feet. He will run up here. I am going to try and speak with it.
Hey, we don't mean any harm.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I mean, again, this is Fedivin, he's not like the ranger.
Please hold.
So, okay.
Didn't expect you to fucking try to talk into it. Hold on.
Expected an arrow to miss.
I was hoping to roll a higher initiative because I was going to calm emotion. But we haven't actually hit it.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sorry about that. What language are you attempting to speak to it in?
So I'm using speak with animals. I don't know if it applies. I'm just trying to use like how Fedivin would engage like a wild animal. That's what he's trying to do.
And that's
To
fine.
show-
And let me ask you a follow-up question or a clarifying question. When you converse and speak with animals, are you actually using words or using body language?
He's using body language and words.
This
He's using common and body language.
So you are speaking.
Yeah, he is. He's like, hey, no, we don't want any trouble. Like waving his. I don't have a video camera on. I'm stupid. He's like waving his hands above his head, just like, hey, we like just trying to like usher like his hands down, like so he's not like we don't want to fight.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check. Okay. Would that be your turn?
I will. Does Hunter mark like visual? Do I just like mark him?
Link it real quick. It's considered a spell, which definitely means the creature would be aware of a spell being casted on him, as it is a visual situation.
Okay. Well, I will I will kneel down, and Tucker will dodge. That'll be my turn.
Oh, who the fuck's Tucker?
Remy.
Who the fuck is Tucker?
Tucker's on my brain, guys.
As you duck down, I'll let you have the dodge action. Out of
So Remy just takes a dodge action regardless.
okay.
I'm not dodging. I'm just kneeling down.
Okay, fair enough. The creature kind of looks at you and for a moment pauses. That takes us to Sasana.
Right here. Shoot this motherfucker with a longbow.
Guess there goes the plumber.
Yeah, there.
Well, I'm gonna fuck talking to this guy. He shot an arrow at us.
Can I read?
No,
You declared it.
Hold it. Ed's gonna miss anyway.
You
That's just a regular arrow, by the way.
you fire your arrow into the mist behind it.
Warning shot. Warning shot.
Ernie, you're up.
I am going to go ahead and let me. I'm gonna do this. How far away is it? Shoot. Too far away. Alright. Oh, reliable.
What
Can I-
element?
Let's make it fire.
As your ball of fire hovers in the air, thematically speaking, I'm going to pause that spell mid-flight as Apto goes at the exact same time. I'm assuming that's your turn, Ernie?
Yep.
Okay. Apto.
This fucker just shot an arrow at me, so I'll pick up my shield and charge him. Alright, wait. And I'll swing at him with my longbow.
Get it.
Does a 9 hit?
It does not, as this creature kind of like the body bends like a snake would and coil back, and you just kind of biff right under it.
I'll action surge and swing again.
Sure.
Does a 9
As you miss the first one, you kind of come back with a backhanded kind of long sword attack, and it slashes into this creature for 7.
Oh, my AC's up to 600 damage.
Fantastic. Faru, you're up.
Now, I don't know if this is gonna work. That's something I can have to go. What no? I'm gonna try and calm emotion.
Link it.
Okay, yeah. You attempt to suppress. Oh, I'm not gonna read it myself. Yeah, so I want to, if it fails, charisma saving throw. I want it to be indifferent toward the people that attack it.
All right, charisma saving
So-
throw.
Yeah, 14 to beat.
Okay. What command or so you want to just basically? Okay, I'll tell you what. What do you say to it to suppress it?
I lift up my hands and the glowy green thing that usually happens when I'm trying to cure someone's wounds. I look up over at the creature and I'm it's sort of trying to like usher in this sort of power for my goddess to, out or tell this Naga or whatever it is. Please, we were only frightened by your friend. We don't mean to harm you in any way.
Would that be your turn?
Yes.
All right. Let me move my dinner dish to
so
the
what-
side.
So that's feeling different now? Because it was a 20-foot radius, and I failed the save.
You're right. Each humanoid within the sphere is centered on that point.
Yeah. So like both you and him and
So I guess Apto would be indifferent towards the snake-like
Well,
creature.
It does say alternatively you can make a target.
yeah, I can alternately I can make this particular target against the snake guy indifferent to the person that has attacked me. Which is not that.
rather
Okay.
than radius.
So
It's
as
mostly-
As this creature kind of goes to pull its bow back, it for a second like it releases the tension in the bow and kind of puts its hands kind of down as if he was walking with a bow that was notched. As he looks over at you, Faru, since you seem to be the one that's currently charming him. As this creature, really hulking, massive, intimidating snake creature with arms and this crazy bow, like the longbow itself, it's a longbow based on its body height. So this thing just towers over all of you. This bow is taller than you all, and once again, it lets the arrow down. As this creature's charm seems to take effect, for a moment there, you have a moment to
1 minute, yeah.
you kind of think, but as you kind of lay eyes on this creature, Faru, you in particular, you kind of, you attempt to try to converse with this creature diplomatically, kind of following in the vein of Fedivin. But behind it, bursting out of the mist below, you see this scaly, flat-topped head. A bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. And she was like, what always happens?
As soon as my tabletop decides to stop saving, I'll be happy to show you what happens.
This music is just perfect.
Yeah.
It's been perfect all session.
Yeah, it's clockwork.
Bursting through the fog from behind this Naga Yuan-Ti-like creature, the snake-like creature. I put a picture on the wall.
Oh my.
The fuck?
That's Apto nervously laughing.
What, you're up here? Yay!
What?
And it's a Trask.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
Bursting through, and without it even knowing what's going on, as it's charmed and kind of just looks at you guys as if it's getting ready to speak to you, this T-Rex chomps the top half of this creature and literally severs it with its mouth as the bottom snake part kind of slithers and just kind of squirts blood as the T-Rex raises its head up and just swallows the top portion of this creature whole.
Damn it, I wasted a spell slot.
I love you. I love you.
The fuck?
No, guys, don't move. Don't move.
It is, yeah, so... Go ahead. No, please. Please, don't move.
It's about movement.
Mid-munch, the creature continues to use his momentum, pushing forward. Looking at Apto as it brings its head down to a bite. A 17 to hit.
Oh, that barely missed it.
How do you block the maws of death?
I want to flavor it as I
like how it's
hold its mouth open with my hand.
Oh.
You hold its mouth open with your hands.
Does that make
I mean, it makes sense logically.
you have enough strength.
You weren't holding your shield and your weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, I push the bottom side with my hand, with my sword hand, and then the top side with my shield.
Got you. And you do so as the teeth. The crazy thing is you get a really good close look, and you smell the rank, raw meat on this creature's breath. You also see like shards and shredding of like green snake-like scales and skin kind of sticking to some of its teeth parts. That would be that creature's turn. Fedivin.
I don't think we can be diplomatic with this guy.
And I will
Hunter's Mark him, and then take a sharpshooting longbow attack with
Get
the
it.
arrow, with the special, with the special arrow. That is not going to hit.
Does not, as you've never seen one of the, you've probably heard about this, but you've never seen one in real life. You're kind of fucking around with the air like, and you kind of like quickly, boink. Unfortunately, you didn't pull the bow back enough to create lethal force, and the arrow just kind of bink off of the thick hide of this creature. Would that be your turn?
Remy is going to flank it.
What's Remy's movement?
40.
Okay.
And he's dodging, and that'll be my turn.
Fan bloody tastic. Sasano.
Gonna move closer.
I got you.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot with the longbow with a shiny arrow.
Get it.
15 to hit.
15. Does a 15 hit? A 15 absolutely slides into the thick hide of this creature for how much damage?
9 piercing.
Fucking 9?
Damn, that's pretty good.
Go, my shiny arrow.
As the shiny arrow punctures the hide, it kind of leaves like a light ripple, like you know how when you touch water and it ripples, goes across. It kind of creates the same effect as as it thunks in, but it's light, and as it gets further away from the target of impact or the point of impact, it just dissipates.
That would be my turn.
Ernie.
Twin spell. Enlarge.
Okay.
Let's do it. Apto and Sasano.
Okay, I got an.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Apto's just gonna drop his sword, and we're gonna box him.
Yo, grapple that T-Rex you will. Grapple it. And then ride it. Make it your mount.
Wait,
I think I need a T-Rex mount.
What size class is this?
You are technically large. This thing is huge, so it's still bigger than you.
Yeah, I can't
You can grapple up to one more than your size.
Yes, you can. Yeah, up to one size higher.
And then I'm gonna move
No, I don't.
to here.
I don't want to
And that's my turn.
All right, awesome. By the way, Apto.
Alright, Apto will drop his longsword and shield and put my great sword. Drop my AC down to 16. And he'll say, let's see who the real hunter is, and then Johnson roar. So it makes a wisdom save of 13. 8 plus 2 plus 3, yeah, 13, or be feared until the end of the next turn.
With a 13 exactly.
And then I'll swing at it with my great sword.
Get it. Your great sword.
Flanking?
Do you get what?
Do I get flanking with Remy?
That's all right. You still don't want to hit it. As your sword, boom, hits flush. Unfortunately, your size. Does your weaponry grow with your size too? Does it say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your sword is it's a different size and shape right now. Even though it's within your parameters, it's just it kind of cuts through the air a little bit different, and you accidentally hit the blunt side as you kind of slap it with your sword, not doing any real slashing damage.
And then I will end my turn.
Farouk.
I would like to give Apto a shield of faith.
We're going back up to 18.
Actually, I think you're. Oh, it went up to. Okay, yeah. That'll be that. And then I'm going to pop out my piercing weapon.
Sure thing. You could actually use this
Oh, wait,
motherfucker.
no, I can't do that. That's seasonal. I'm sorry, I can't do that now.
Okay.
I can only do this. So shield of faith. Yeah, shield of faith.
All right. as you cast your Shield of Faith. What does it look like on Apto when you do it?
It looks like, I mean, it's got that green hint to it, but it's mostly like wood and bark, like a tree, but it looks like it's solidifying and, this sort of like aura, not necessarily like magic. It doesn't look like a tree. You can just translucent, you can't see through it, or you can see through it, but it's all like bark around him.
Kind of like a force shield?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's badass, dude.
Like a green.
So, next. At the top of the round, you hear, all of you, a whistle, followed by the sound of streaking, cutting into, or through the sky, or through the air, through the air. Behind this projectile, you would see it cut through the misty situation that's here. With that, can you please do me a favor, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Can you please roll me a bow attack?
Yeah. Public or just to you?
Public.
Oh, he is a UNT.
Oh, not fucking 20!
Go ahead and roll your damage, my friend.
Okay, so give me a sec. 'Cause I do have the piercer feat actually.
Go ahead.
Oh, minus that dueling. I don't. No, that should be because the
It's an extra dice tonight, right?
you can re-roll one of the attack die. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to, I guess it'd be re-rolling the one. Yeah, it'd be re-rolling 1d6.
Get it.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
So that's 10,
So
12
it would-
damage?
It'd be 10. That 2 is there by mistake.
Okay.
Don't you? So I think whatchamacall, fucking not John, the other guy, Asher has this. Don't you on crits? Don't you get to roll another one too?
When you score critical damage, you can roll additional die. Oh yeah. So I would actually get an additional.
You actually
so,
gained that, so I gotta add the 3 on
Yeah.
there.
So I have that. It would be that 6 would be the additional, and then I'm re-rolling the 3 because that was the 1.
Go ahead.
So
Nice.
it'd be for a total of 15. 15 for a total.
You all would hear a thunk of an arrow as this Tyrannosaurus, roar, as he kind of like shifts it between the shoulder blades of this creature, just kind of just perfectly hits a soft spot. This creature actually twinged a little bit as it probably hit spinal cord a little bit. How do you wish to reveal yourself, new character?
I guess just kind of busting through the shrubs behind it.
Go ahead and place your token, my friend. Oh yeah!
1 second. There it goes.
You have a flying mount? That's sick.
Are you a dragoon?
Are you a kobold?
Yes, I am a kobold.
Nice.
And with I am a Drake Warden.
Yeah, you're gonna need to fix up your health pool. I'll let you do that
Yeah.
on the off situation, but you use your movement to move in. You're still in the mist, so the other people are still unawares, but they are aware that you just got hit by a random arrow. Which now takes us to Mr. T-Rex. Num num nums. Ooh, bigger targets means more meat, means more well-fed. As... Where the hell did my token go? There you are. The creature will spin, looking behind it, and whacking at Apto with its... wow, a 28 to hit. A tail attack swings around and smacks into your arm, kind of pushing you to the right a little bit. Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here. Does it really hit that hard?
KO.
Oh no.
Oh my god. You know what? I feel it to be appropriate for this, guys. So I'm gonna flavor a little something here, because of what just happened. So roll me a con save, please, Apto.
You got it. Do I get any bonus for this for being enlarged or no?
I'll give you advantage.
Oh, 13.
You feel this massive, meaty, thick, fucking crazy heavy tail slam into you for 27 points of bludgeoning damage. Unfortunately for you, or fortunately for you, you're larger size, so you don't get dazed as a result.
Wow.
Oh.
I was only going to give it no. That was not a crit.
No, that's
28 was not a crit?
Nah, not at all. That was
That was
He's
just
the
a low
hunter.
roll. I'm okay giving him the hunter.
so if you were a smaller creature, because that did more than half your health, I was gonna give you the stunned or some sort of a dazed effect, because that would have made sense to me, because that was a crazy fucking hit. Nevertheless, that didn't happen. You're a larger size. I'm okay with that. However, as it spins around, it looks straight up at Remy. As it bites down at Remy now that it's looking behind.
Oh, due to Sentinel, I can attack. I can make an opportunity attack against it when I attack someone that's not me.
Okay.
So I'll use my reaction to attack it. Never mind. I don't. I didn't want to hit it anyways.
We are okay. Bye, Remy.
Oh, wait. Disadvantage, right? 'Cause he's dodging.
Yeah,
Oh, good call.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
I didn't think to mention
What?
that when his head was on his forehead.
What's Remy's AC?
It is 15.
Just a 15?
Yeah, it is 15.
This. I don't want to do this. I don't.
Just make sure he doesn't eat him.
Remy gets hit. I'm trying to flavor this in my head. I'm sorry. This creature just comes down and completely bites down on Remy, picking him up completely. You know what? I'm going to give you a reaction, Fedivin. As this creature lifts its head up, because Remy took 34 points of piercing damage.
Oh my!
As it's crunched between its teeth, it goes to flip Remy up to kind of do that swallow animation, you know? You are welcome to have a reaction, Fedivin.
Like
Anything that you think you can do to get Remy out of the jaws of this creature. You can be as creative as you want. It's like off the tree, off the rock, off Apto's sword, nothing but dog. Did we lose Steven?
No, I'm
You still
here.
thinking?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking. So, can I take a shot?
Yes.
Not dealing any damage or
Yes.
whatever, but I've seen this happen. I'm just gonna take a quick shot, like right at its eye or something like that.
Okay.
All right, it's definitely not gonna be a sharp shot. Oh god, I wish I had.
I'm even going to give you the DC to look for. I'm going to give you this outright. Because when you pass it, everyone's going to be like, yeah! And if you fail, everyone's going to be like, fuck! So I'm going to create that suspense and say, if you roll simply over an 11, what you want to happen will happen.
16.
And everybody says, As
Deep exhale.
as you throw an arrow, it kind of clips the snout, like a piercing in its nose, which kind of jostles the jaws of this creature. Remy would actually tumble off the side of this creature, down its little fucking T-Rex hands, and onto the floor below his feet. Remy is really fucked up. Fedivin, roll a death saving throw for Remy, please.
How do I do that? I just rolled.
Just roll d20. There's no modifiers for that.
Oh shit.
That's all right. The next ones will be invisible for everyone else, but we'll keep that one for now. Fedivin, you're up.
Let me read this thing here. Oh no. Yeah, okay. No, that's not the one I want. I want this one.
So, example, uncover your tongue. There's 4 examples.
I didn't think this creature hit that hard, guys.
And if you think, okay, not bad, that's believable, you make a bet.
Those hit points really were tempting.
Say 4 6s, and I call your bluff, and then they uncover.
Okay. How do I want to do this?
Fuck me.
Okay, the music can stop the ominous. Like, it can take that down a level or two.
I move in, up. Hopefully I can stay right there.
I got you. I'll just lock your token in place.
Oh, god damn it, Remy! I'm gonna take a sharp shot with another special arrow at him.
Get it. Wow, dude. Are you sure you don't want to just transition into melee?
Apparently.
You're distraught. You just saw Remy get crunched between sharp fucking teeth that are at least 5 inches long each. There's panic in your wrists as you just can't seem to let go of a bow with lethal force.
That's my turn.
And then we skip Schnee, so you are up, buddy.
Yep. Side question, something for the, Drake?
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a great idea, isn't it? Let's just create a red square for now to represent that.
Okay, sorry. Okay. So he's going to put the bow in, pull up his short sword, and
Ow!
actually, maybe not. Yeah, I guess he himself will just move up to here. Shit. I'll move over one.
That's alright. I'll just lock tokens into place if I have to keep them in the square.
And then that was 30. He has an extra 10. So he could get into combat. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and have the Drake move into there. I'll use my bonus action to have it try to bite it.
Get it.
And then be a 19.
A 19 kind of bites into... How big is this creature?
It's a small dragon.
Small dragon. All right. It bites into one of like the foot ankle area and digs in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was just double checking something with it. Okay. And it'll be for 5 piercing.
You got it, my friend. As it chunks and rips away a small piece of leathery hide.
Yep. And that's all she wrote.
Nobody sees this as they are still below the mist line, but you definitely hear like a and you hear like a commotion going on from behind this T-Rex. That will be your turn. Fed of an already wet. Sasano, you're up.
Frog, can you move my character here since it's locked?
Go ahead.
Alright, motherfucker. Going after the... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
That's all right. I'll lock it in place. I just wanted to see where you wanted to go. Hold on.
So I'm in range of it, basically.
Lock. Okay.
Quick, burn. Here we go.
Get it.
Fighting spirit. That ignore that one. That was one-handed. I want two-handed. I'm gonna re-roll the 7.
Okay.
Re-rolling the 7.
Reroll a 7. With a 14. So you got double 14s. And it hits.
Oh, man.
Whew. For 9 slashing plus a 1d4. Because of the enlarge. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 12. And we're gonna action surge, and we're gonna take another swing at this bitch.
I saw that coming. Get it.
Rerolling the 8. God. Okay.
Wow.
Awesome. Oh
For
my
10
god.
damage.
No, that's a crit.
Oh wait. Crit?
So that's
19.
that's 19. Roll me 2d4s, please. All dice are doubled.
7.
Ooh, that's 26, right?
Yep. Yeah. Plus the 12, that's 38 damage.
Dang.
Fucking I'll teach it for biting the dog.
You chunk a massive gash. Sasana, why don't you explain to us the gash that you just put on this creature?
Oh,
Twice.
I'm jumping in the air, slashing down, cutting its side, and then, I guess the move would be Tsubame Gaishi, where you slice down, then quickly pull up with the sword again.
Like a V?
Yep.
Absolutely. You know, if you didn't know any better, you see some organs kind of pushing out of this V that you just cut into it as it begins to kind of leak out of its body a little bit, but it still seems to be within fighting prowess still, however you wish to word that.
That will be the end of my turn.
All right, beautiful turn. That takes us to Purple Man Ernie.
I'm gonna move up just a little bit closer,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to level 2. And I'm gonna use a point of luck here. Try that again.
A touch of destiny.
Oh god, we are
Okay.
Dude.
we are rolling so
Okay.
horrible.
Am I permitted to only use luck once per turn?
Roll luck. Let's find out. I think you can only re-roll once, but let me see here. Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check or saving throw, you can spend one luck point to roll additionally. So yeah, you can only use it one per turn or each roll. It seems. One luck point after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined. So you choose. Yeah, so you can only do it one per roll. So one roll.
All right.
As your chromatic orb
Awesome.
of a miscellaneous status kind of flies past and into the mist and trees behind.
That's my turn.
All right, high roller, Apto,
Alright, let's try this again. Great sword.
get it.
16.
16 gashes into it.
Alright, 11 slashing.
Don't
Amazing.
forget your 1d4.
Ah, thank you. 13. Total.
Amazing,
And I will second win as a bonus action, so I heal 1d10 plus 4.
sexy. Would that be your turn?
Yes.
Faru, seeing everything that's going on, you are up.
I rolled minimums.
I will, yeah, I'll just have my, spiritual weapon come out. And boop.
Go ahead and use this little fire thing. You guys gotta remind me to make these spiritual weapon tokens and shit.
You got it.
You won't have to worry about it if you just killed it.
There. I don't think I can move it.
It flies. You can move it anywhere you want.
And,
You could even cast it anywhere you want within your range.
oh, I thought. Am I close enough to? Can I hit it?
Yes, you can hit it from there.
Okay.
And I could even say that it's flying above Sasano's head.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna cast it.
Oh yeah, additional weapon.
Boom with the level.
Nice. As your magical hickory stick goes bloop, for 8 force damage. Holy shit.
Here we go again. The amazing spirit weapon.
Yeah.
Would that be your turn?
Yeah.
Flipping around, the tail swings as the creature now faces in Apto and Sasano's direction. However, the tail would inadvertently clip into our new little Drake friend.
Wait, we don't see them yet, right?
You don't see it, but the tail does.
Alright.
The thing. What's the AC of the thing that bit the thing in the foot?
Oh, its AC is 16.
Okay, so 29 hits.
Why the fuck did you even ask?
Oh man.
Because it was funnier.
It was.
A little bit.
Are you
This-
asking for its AC or its HP?
Actually, that's a really good question. What is this creature's hit points?
5 times ranger level or 4, so 20 plus 5, 25.
The tail smacks into this creature for 19 bludgeoning damage.
You get one reaction.
As the head of this creature,
Disappears into the mist.
as the head of this creature, yeah, I can fucking batter up. As the head of this creature faces Fedivin, Apto, and good night, buddy. Have a good night. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, love you, man. Who do I kill? Who do I kill?
I mean, he already damaged me last time.
No, Frog,
Yeah, I
you
think
can
it'd be
decide
fair.
where is
Zoe,
the
are you
frog
awake?
to decide.
You awake, Zoe? Yeah?
Wait, I generally
Zoe,
usually go for the weakest.
shout loudly for me, please. Who do I kill? Who do I kill? Fedivin, Apto, or Sasano?
Whoa! He's got to move for me.
Who? Fedivin?
Don't forget the cleaving damage.
He's got to move.
Is that what you said?
He's
Yeah,
got to take
Fedivin.
opportunity attacks.
Actually, the reach of this creature, because of its size, is actually a 10-foot reach.
God damn it! He's got to
yeah.
move.
Oh no.
So,
I
the
get an opportunity
the Hyrus, the one forever known as Zoe, has spoken, and she wishes for me to attack Fedivin.
Guys, give me the funeral march.
Wait. Can I get my opportunity attack to the Sentinel?
Baby,
No way.
look what I just rolled. Come here.
Hello?
This dude's hitting 28s, and that's a crit.
It's a crit.
That's a fucking
Did
crit.
he just like
That's a
swoop
crit.
you
He
hardcore?
just-
Oh,
he just-
Oh my god, you're dead.
are you dead
just
yet?
crit.
You're dead.
Yeah.
He just
No
ate
way.
Fedivin. He just
No
gobbled
way.
him up.
There's no way.
No way. There's no way you could have won.
PR is.
Frog, if it's a crit, let me have it. I don't want any punches pulled. No. No, I don't not want any punches pulled.
Wait, does my 13 hit?
You don't get an opportunity attack. It's within his range.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, when he takes an attack against someone
It
and
wasn't
I'm
necessary.
Technically, yeah, but just give me 1 second here. Let me.
Okay.
I haven't quite told you what's happening yet. Just let me make sure I got my I got my calculator up. Give me 1 second.
Even
That's
no,
worse
even
than
his arm.
76 damage.
Apto. A 13 missed earlier.
Frog, if he
You
dies,
use
he dies.
logic on me, alright?
If he dies, he dies.
Oh my
down.
god.
Some fucking Drago in here.
The 13
Yeah, I was gonna say, come down there, Drago.
Well, hey, I mean, I got crit by a goddamn fucking Tyrannosaurus. I mean,
Okay.
You're not wrong.
I have the math. I have the math here. I did it 3 times just to make sure. So the rules are: if you get hit, double your health pool in one attack, you instantly die. No death saves, nothing. Your maximum HP in this regard, Fedivin, would be a 74. This creature bites down on you with the most ferocious, unbelievable, raw, primitive bite known to man. It absolutely just, your whole body is in its mouth as he picks you up and chews and crunches. You're inherently grappled, obviously. You take 72 points of damage.
Oh my god.
It was absolutely a crit. Wow. As you are currently inside this creature's mouth, Aptos swings and banks its blade on its hide and doesn't make any real, any kind of lethal purchase. Fedivin, you're black. You're blacked out at the moment.
As I swing my sword, I'm going to yell, "Release Fedivin!"
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
take
you're-
away from that.
You're okay. What's up?
Are we doing, for like nasty hits like that, are we doing automatic death save fails or lasting damage or any of those things that
We
talked about?
could definitely squeak into that if you happen to survive this combat.
Okay.
But in the meantime, you are still technically, like, as it's kind of in combat, the creature is kind of in, it's halfway dead pretty much. So it's kind of in this survival mode at the moment. So it's not fully chewing on you yet. You're like under the tongue in its mouth at the moment. And just to be clear, the picture on the wall would be a better accurate representation of this creature. So, yeah, so that you're in that mouth. In fact, you see a finger of a Yuan-Ti in there, too. Well, no, you don't, because you're knocked out.
Before you black out.
It's actually the middle finger.
The Yuan-Ti's finger poked you in your eye right as you blacked out. That's the last thing you saw.
Dude, I cannot believe... Oh, my God, dude. Even if it didn't crit, it would have hit you for a 30-fucking-4.
I would have been 11, I think.
Jesus
I would've been
Christ.
Alive.
All right, Schnee, you're up as you see the bat. Well, no, you don't see shit because all you see is his legs.
Okay, so I just see something sticking out of its mouth. Okay.
Yep, and in front of you, you see a dog that just seems to have these large puncture wounds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. That's...
If we die,
Zoe
we die.
claims another victim.
Can you unlock my guy for a second?
Yeah, I could unlock you. I'm sorry. One sec. Go ahead.
Is that your daughter?
And then I just need you to lock me. It'd be like
She's a
right there.
murderer.
I mean, she murders everyone, dude.
Zoe! You almost killed Fedivin. You're grounded. All right, I'm sorry. I just got yelled at by the wife. She's trying to go to bed.
Okay. So Blade's going to sit here with his short sword and take a stab over here at this thing.
Sure, get it.
All right.
Do you hear what I said?
That'd be flanking.
Zoe is not allowed on Wednesdays. As your lance tries to dig in, it does not... Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah. I didn't mean the lance, but it's same roll anyway. So yeah, I've been 11.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't. It kind of blink off the
Yeah.
tough hide of this creature.
Yep.
Would that be your turn?
Wait, would we flanking and the other person flanking it?
It still wouldn't hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Flanking only gives 2. 13s are missing.
No, negative. In this game,
it
flanking
gives
only gives you
one.
+1.
Oh, +1. Okay, even more reason why it wouldn't then. Bonus action Hunter's Mark before I forget about that, because I'm not used to doing that, having Hunter's Mark.
Go ahead. Yep.
And then, yeah, that's it. Oh, I did not mean to
That's perfectly all right.
roll damage.
All right, and Fedivin, I need a death save for you and Remy, please.
First one will be Remy.
Okay. Okay. Oh, man. You can't roll for shit, bro.
Hey, don't give it away now.
Sorry. I'm still... I think that was the highest hit I've ever done in my D&D career. Yeah.
You're in a bad seed, Fedwin. You're in a bad seed. Fresh roll 20.
So, that's Sasano, you're up.
Finger hope.
Another fighting spirit.
Okay.
Get advantage.
Get it.
Gonna re-roll the 10.
Okay.
God.
You did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 20 absolutely slashes in.
We'll take the.
The 8 slashing. Plus the D4.
Oh, yep.
Wait, are you keeping track of the rounds?
It's only been 2 rounds.
11 damage.
Oh,
Total.
11 damage. Got it. Awesome.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. That brings us right into Ernie. As you see Fedivin just get fully engulfed into this creature's mouth.
Fedivin! No! Here, I'm moving right here. And I'm going to... God damn it, I hope this works. And oh my fucking god!
Hey, you hit. As your chromatic orb, as your chromatic orb slams, what element?
Fire.
It splashes and radiates as this creature kind of just growls and howls. Would that be your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Moving right along. Apto.
Great sword to the face.
Get it.
13 misses, right?
13
Oh,
absolutely misses.
wait.
Plus
Am I
1.
breaking, or-
You are. That's a 14. It hits.
All right, 10 slashing.
Plus D4.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you guys.
Wait, don't you have a great? What is it? Great weapon?
No, I don't.
No,
I
it
have
doesn't work
dueling.
with the D4 though.
Yeah,
Um,
no,
Yeah.
Would that be your turn?
Yep.
Farouk.
Baru sees. Did he see Fedivin just get jumped?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's in the mouth right
Oh,
now.
I'm just gonna toss my mace on the ground and be like, Fedivin, no! I'm just gonna run up to him 30 feet. And I'm gonna touch this motherfucker with an inflict wound at 2nd level.
Get it.
Inflict wound, damn.
Oh man, I hope this hits hard. Boom. Or not, that's fine.
For 10 necrotic damage, as you touch this creature on the leg, you see like the skin wither away and start to just bleed profusely with your handprint there.
Is
I
it
think
13?
it gets three more, yeah.
That's
It's a
13, yeah.
higher level cast. It's gonna be 13.
Yeah.
Thank you. This creature's leg seems to be very withered, and its structure seems to be weakened. Would that be your turn?
I'm gonna hit it with my spiritual weapon with a bonus action.
Get it.
Oh, kill it, Varu. Kill it.
Why is this a lot?
Bonk it.
Weird.
It swings wildly, unfortunately, in your panic and haste to get to your downed cohort. Your mental telepathy or your mental control over this or over this flying fucking stick just doesn't find purchase and swings wildly. Would that be your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
As the T-Rex goes, it's going to use its bonus action to chew.
Oh no.
As it opens its mouth and gets ready to crush down on Fedivin, everyone's passenger begins to glow bright. And in everyone that's conscious, in your heads, you hear, "No!"
Okay.
Fedivin. You there, Fedivin?
Here.
You stand in the blackness of your mind. A layer of liquid on the ground, like an inch, as you walk around. You come across this pillar of light shining down on this glowing orange orb that seems to be made of light as you approach it. I know how you feel about me, but you must understand the good we are doing. I need you to believe in me.
God damn it. I'm not about to die. See them die too. If I have to believe in you to do it, God damn it, I will.
Then take me in, fully, as the promise you made initially. Our bond was stronger then than it is now. I need you to surrender to the higher power, to the greater good, to the cause that you will create in accepting my true power.
I will not surrender to your power. I'll surrender to our power. Let's fucking do this.
As you wish. This flying orb of orange flies far away, almost as if it seems like it just kind of like a rocket, about a mile away, and flips a bitch and slams you right into your chest. Everyone in the conscious world, as this creature is about to open its maw and chew down, you see a bright orange light begin to swell, and you see the kind of, like it's chewing on an orange flashlight or a ball of light. And even though you can't see what's happening on the inside of this mouth, what you see is 5 to 6 protrusions, spear, out of the top of this creature's head. The sound this creature makes is like a squelched, and you just see these stone-like spears and tendrils just kind of straight up like stalagmites out of the top of this creature's mouth or head, and it falls over, sliding down the pathway into the ground, creating a large boom. It's such a large boom itself that you feel the ground ripple and rumble as the trees shake and birds fly out from those trees. That is the end of combat.
I'm going to immediately shout at Faru to heal them.
Do I have to respond? Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna
You
run,
gotta-
just run over to Fat. I'm gonna pop him with a cure wound. Sorry.
As you, give me 1 second here, we could definitely clean this up here. As you make your way to the mouth of this creature, you enter the mist. The mist itself has a tinge of chill to it and uneasiness. As you make your way down to the body of this T-Rex. You get to its mouth area, its mouth hole, where you see these stone-like tendrils. Inside the mouth of this creature, you see a passed-out Fedivin, the shoulder pad glowing bright orange, which has kind of like a leathery appeal to it. But what you see, kind of like a football shoulder pad kind of situation, you see 5 or 6 stone-like protrusions shooting off of the shoulder pad that speared through the top of this T-Rex. It's still very much there, as if he's anchored inside of the mouth of this creature.
I'm gonna run up and knock on Fedivin, are you alright? I'm just, running as quickly as my old turtle like he did to puppy friend. And trying to cast or if I can find him in the mouth somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, the creature's not chewing anymore. It's fucking dead. So with a little elbow grease, you'll be able to absolutely see Fedivin and see the shoulder pad just spear the fuck out of this creature. For 11 healing, as he places heals on you. Sure, he places heals on you. Fedivin, you come to, and as you wake up and kind of blurry, because let's be real, you done got fucked up. You kind of, the one thing you take in as you look over your right shoulder or left shoulder, I forgot which side the pad is on off the top of my head, but you see these rock-like protrusions flying off of your shoulder like they're attached to you.
Thank you, Newt. Passes out.
Did not mean to link that, sorry.
It is okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I probably can't pull him out of this thing. These things are just wrapped onto the.
Fedivin, can you roll me a d20, please?
Sure. I'm gonna be stuck in there for 19 hours.
No,
we'll pull you out while we're still large.
I actually was having you roll on something. Just hold that roll in your head. But anyway, everyone else, let's go with Ernie, since he didn't have much of luck on this fight. Ernie, having seen Faroud dive into the mist, what does Ernie want to do here?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge up to where Fedivin is. And did you say that he's still in the mouth of this thing?
Oh yeah, his Fey passenger is very much anchored in, kind of like I know there's a bug that can kind of crawl up your pee hole in the jungle and it gotta go spines out. It's kind of similar,
Fish.
or whatever the fuck.
I'm going to.
Amazon jungle, I think it is.
The T-Rex is dead, right? It's obviously dead.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's got intestines hanging out its side. Its leg is ripped up. It's got a huge V, and yeah, it's done fucked up.
Yeah, just don't worry
Alright.
about it.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna use 3 sorcery points to get a 2nd level spell slot, and I'm gonna cast Reduce on Fedivin to shrink him down.
Okay.
So I can
pull
him out.
He auto fails the check, so you absolutely can do that.
I'll link the spell.
All right. As he shrinks down, the Fey passenger also shrinks, kind of creating. He basically has a shoulder pad that's has these spikes sticking off of it, but significantly reduced. As you and I'm guessing Furu would probably help in this situation, would help pull Mini-Me out.
And then as soon as we get him out, I would drop concentration.
Absolutely, and everyone reverts back to their original sizes.
Pew, pew, pew.
Do. Incredible.
I am going.
Everyone's ignoring the kobold.
I'm running over to the dog. Medicine check.
The kobold and the drake.
Actually, you know what? Fedivin, roll me another death save for the dog, please. All right, roll me your medicine check, please.
Please work. 19.
You check to see life within Remy. It is very faint, but you are able to notice the bleeding coming from inside of its fur, just behind its shoulder blade area. There seems to be a very large puncture wound that is just drenching out fucking blood. You take some bandages with that 19. I'm assuming you have. If you don't have any bandages on you, I assume you tear off a piece of your robes.
Yep.
You shred, and you just stuff this thing. There's no grace to it right now. It's fuck the pain. It's about survival at this point. As you're fucking putting all your weight on that shit. The Remy himself is panting in that, how dogs do when they're very in pain. But yeah, it's Remy's not doing too good.
Help! Somebody! Help! Need
I tried.
you,
I
Remy!
I pushed the little kobold out of the way. I'm just trying to help my friend. Oh shit! Right. I didn't. Oh god.
It's all right.
Anyway.
And for
Just leave it fire.
For the record, I do have a new model for Schnee. I'll import it shortly here, and it might probably be easier to work with.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't think about that when making the model up first. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah, I'm gonna cure light wounds on Remy. For enough to.
All right, you cure wounds. Go ahead and go ahead and roll that number for me. And Fedivin, I need you to roll me a D10 for me for going the D20 because I found something different that I like better.
You know, for just heal the T-Rex, I'm down to eat fight. No, just kidding.
And let me know what you roll, Fet.
8.
Wow.
That
You were stuck in
face.
there for 80 hours.
Wait a second. Let me reread this. 1 second.
No, he's looking at lasting conditions.
Oh man, these are critical hit, critical of the table.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna roll with the punches. I got chomped severely.
Yeah, you deserve this.
Oh, thank
Here.
You are instantly healed.
Oh man.
You gotta been like, I've been getting shit on all week. D&D comes around, continues to get shit on.
Yeah, I need a break from the world. Here
Yeah, you are getting a break from the world.
Frog. Frog, you can let me know first, or like as a DM.
Yeah, that sounds fair. 1 second, please. I'll send you a PM.
Frog is in the bloodbath.
Oh, I know what happened. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here.
Alright, after he types it.
We're gonna have a pirate in our group, old Peg Leg.
Big leg or a
Scary
hook
as
in
that.
hand?
If we make it swim.
Well, if he has a hook hand, he ain't drawing the bow anymore.
So,
Yeah, you can draw a bow. Yeah.
so the cool
Yeah,
thing,
he's about-
the cool thing about this, and I'm actually probably gonna save this in my OneNote. This is a really cool one. It actually breaks it down by like the type of damage you receive. So it's not just a generic list of things. Like for example, let's say it was you took thunder damage. So you can get tinnitus, you can get migraines, you can get vertigo, deafness, concussion, internal bruising, or a collapsed lung.
Oh, I think he's got the collapsed lung, folks.
I like this. I like this, Frog.
Right? But it makes sense, doesn't it, Fedivin?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be quite colorful.
2 HP.
That color being black. But yeah. So anyway, Schnee, Mr. fucking Kobold, you see a whole bunch of people. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Did I skip over something?
No, just need to put the life back on Remy.
Go ahead.
Anybody can do it. I'm
Oh, I
kinda
didn't know
doing
that.
something right now.
It's a 9.
Joseph.
What happened?
I just didn't want it to get skipped.
Yeah, no, do what you got to do. I'm trying to currently import the new token for Schnee, but continue as you all, in pan. Well, actually, even better, Schnee. So what you see is, you see a dog with a cloth in it, with this samurai-looking individual, kind of help, help. You see Faru and Ernie kind of pulling out this body out of the. Out of the mouth of this creature. You know what? In fact, before we get into Schnee, because I want you to react to everything here, Apto, what have you done since ending of combat?
I wanted to go help pull out Fedorin as well.
Okay, then so be it. Then that being the case, then Schnee, you see all this shit going on here. What do you wish to do, bro?
He would have heard Sasano yelling for help, so he would have kind of gone over to Sasano and all stuff with Remy and Faru. Like, just, were you about to say something?
No, sorry. I was like running back between the Tyrannosaurus and the dog. No, I'm over at the dog, but there we go. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
No,
Yeah, no, he'd kind of, I guess, run up and all stuff. You said you needed help. What can I help you with?
Our
As he
friend's companion, this dog we all love dearly, is injured. I'm trying to stop the bleeding, but I fear for the worst.
I guess, give me a sec here. Schnee will kind of, like, go into his bag. Do I have actually anything I could try with?
That's not you.
I'm losing images.
Okay. So I guess Schnee's going to kind of just reach into his bag and pull out, like, being like the rag kind of hanging out the side of Remy or whatnot from when it was getting shoved in there. Is going to pull out like a little bit of rope and kind of cut it into to like loosely tie it to basically try to keep the rags from falling out and hold them into place. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess he'll go kind of do that. How big is Remy, like, dog size wise?
110 pounds.
So a large dog?
He's a large dog, medium-sized
Okay.
creature.
Yeah. No. I'm thinking like realistically and all that stuff, because like with how much, like how wide an average big dog is.
Yeah, he's a big dog.
Yeah. So I guess that would be like probably about 4 feet of rope to do like two things around him. Overall. Okay. So that leave me 6 feet left. There. And then yeah, I guess he'll kind of go to that to try, like I said, help hold the rags in place without it being like too restrictive on his breathing.
Absolutely, you do so. The dog itself is definitely panting in pain as Sasano looks over to you.
Thank you, my strange friend. I do not know how to repay you, but I appreciate you in helping us save this wonderful animal. May I ask for your name?
I am Schnee, and that over there, Strum.
Me and
As he
Slow.
as he kind of like gestures towards the drake. That's just kind of like sitting back, licking a wound of its from the tail.
Well, I owe you guys a gratitude. Thank you for helping us.
Faru, as you three pull Fedivin out of this mouth of this creature, just the inner saliva just pours and pools onto the ground, as once again you guys are completely engulfed in this mist. Fedivin has a very large puncture wound at the side of his tummy area, like just the left-hand side, or rather, hold on, to the right-hand side of his belly button. this massive hole. I mean, the tooth width itself is like as wide as, bigger than my eyeball wide. And it's just this hollow. And you see kind of black liquid kind of streaming out of this hole in his stomach.
Can I make a medicine check?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
12.
With a 12, definitely blood does not supposed to look black.
Let me try the only one. Excuse guys, I don't know what this is. Something's coming out of vitamin.
Can I run over?
Yeah,
Alright, I'm gonna try my chance.
go ahead.
Ugh.
Up on that.
Yeah.
You confirm. Blood should not look black.
Oh, boy.
Oh. I ran out of all my lucky medicine checks.
Ernie, you're standing there as well as you look down at your friend who seems to be bleeding profusely as two of your members are trying to identify at the same token, trying to help stabilize this bleed.
How can I do low damage? Or do I have to roll damage if I'm gonna do something?
Are you
I kind of know what he's gonna do.
I know exactly what he's going to do. I'll tell you what. You don't know. The arcane is such a finicky thing.
That's true.
Ernie,
That's
what are you
true.
trying to do? Are you trying to cauterize?
Yes, I'm gonna try and stop the bleeding.
What about using a torch?
Who has time for the light a torch when I can do this?
Oh God, he's doing it.
And I'm gonna burning hands onto the.
Out of all spells, you choose Burning Hands. Okay. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Wait. Is that a 15-foot cone in my body?
All of your wounds are getting cauterized.
Efficiency.
Been getting new wounds.
Even those fucking blisters. Oh man. Well, at least
Man,
you.
like
No,
Glade.
I mean, like
Glade, a plume of fire comes out of my mouth.
Well, at least your crabs are gonna get healed.
no, I mean, like I would put my, if I'm channeling burning hands, I would
You would
put it
pull
as
out his
close
wound,
to
pull
the
out his
wound
crotch.
as possible. And
I get you.
Not do a 15-foot cone.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sure. You know what? As your hands, I'm gonna flavor this for you if I can. Your hands engulf in flame, and as it kind of erupts up in the air a little bit, you close your hand, and you can see you struggling as the arcane wants to protrude out, and you hold it, and you kind of shove it into this hole. What'd you roll for damage? Because he's passed out, he automatically fails. You take 8 points of fire damage. Incredible. Everyone would smell the burning flesh and crab hair. Now I'm hungry, he said. The wound itself, although the residue of the black fluid coming out of this gaping hole in his belly, it doesn't seem to be going through there. I'm going to go ahead and even say this, Fedivin, that shit woke you up.
Oh, well.
Because there's nothing like 8 points of fire damage that says, hello and good morning.
Yeah.
You got fisted.
Is your mic muted?
Oh, could you not hear me?
Now we
No.
can.
Nope.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, Donovan, you're alive. Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
wait a minute, we thought we lost you there for a second. Oh, thank God. As Rune would say, thankful moss.
As you come to your consciousness, Fedor, once again, you look at your shoulder and you start to see these spikes that are off your shoulder start to reduce and meld back into the hard, leathery type of shoulder pad that your Fey passenger created. You look over to your right hand shoulder as well, as because you're looking at your pad that just kind of sinks in. You're fucked up still. Your stomach can hurt. You feel pain in your abdomen, massive pain, but you can't help but notice this little kobold, who's kind of just behind Sasano. What does Fedivin see, Schnee?
He would see just what would look like an awkwardly colored kobold, like, and also like clearly not one that would be like in this area just based off color, naturally. But otherwise, it's quite literally kind of like what the model looks like. It's just like a little bit white and like an icy blue colored looking kobold in some armor with a shield and a short sword on him and all stuff, while with a little drake behind him that's got like a lance on its back, just kind of like in a little pouch sitting.
Can I react to this?
Fuck yeah, you can.
Like, oh my god, Sasano, stand back! There's a wild kobold behind you!
Relax. He helps save Remy.
What? Kobolds don't help people.
This is Snee. That is.
I am Schnee, and this is Strum. Together
Oh my
we are
god, it
Strum.
talks the common tongue! Am I dead? Is this the
Apto? Calm down. I'm gonna slap Apto.
Ugh. How hard do you slap me? Roll damage. Just...
You want it? You want that strength check?
Smacks your skin and then all
As
scales
he's
are
saying
revealed.
that, as he's saying that, like the Drake's going kind of like walk up to stand next to him, next to Schnee here.
Like, oh my god, it has a dragon! Oh my god, it has a dragon! Oh my god.
Apto?
Apto, shut up!
Down.
Can I use
That'd be-
the now?
Thank you, Strum.
Well,
No,
it's
I'm Schnee. That Strum's the Drake.
Oh,
I'm Schnee.
I must have missed it.
Schnee? Who sent you?
Alright, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good.
Sorry. I'm trying to keep composure of this fucking voice. I'm sorry.
let me down.
No, I
Calm
think
down.
I think that's a fair reaction to just seeing a wild kobold.
Yeah, no. It's completely fair. And all stuff. No one sent Schnee. Schnee's here on his own.
Alright, you're Schnee, he's Strum.
Yes.
Okay.
Schnee. He kind of like points at himself like this. Schnee and Strum. And as he kind of points over to Drake, he kind of just hands it like this little berry, and it just kind of eats it out of his hand.
Alright.
I don't trust you for a second, Schnee. What are you doing here? You just happen to stumble across us? Did you lure that thing to us?
Schnee, I did not lure anything. I'm here looking for. Give me a sec, 'cause I just made up the freaking name earlier. Give me a sec here. Just double check my own note real quick on what this guy's name is. I'm here looking for Hayden. I tracked him here.
Who's Hayden?
Hayden's. As you kind of ask that, he kind of gets a little grimace of his face gets very grimace and kind of sad. It's like Hayden's a bad guy. He needs to be brought to justice.
Where is here? Where are we?
We're on an island.
An island.
An island.
Did you guys not come here on boat?
Don't worry about how we got here.
It's he kind of like cocks his head a little bit at you, and also kind of looking up.
Don't worry about how we got here. Just seems a bit bizarre that you show up right after that thing finds us.
Are there more of those creatures roaming around these parts, or is it the only one?
Ernie.
Oh,
Why
oh
don't
yes,
we-
there's many more, and there's one really big one, but you don't want to meet that one.
I didn't even want to meet this one.
Ernie. Ernie.
Frog's just losing it.
Maybe we should continue this talk up at camp where we can get fed in some rest.
You good, Frog?
Also, random rumors.
Does Schnee know of a camp near here?
Did you ever try?
So,
Again,
I'll
to
fill in
mention
some
about
blanks.
tribe,
You've been on this island now maybe about a day tops, Schnee, as you are familiar.
Yeah.
The only reason why you know that there's more T-Rexes around is because you happened to run into one, or at least evaded one yesterday.
Okay.
But that's all that that's all I'm gonna give you for that. You know, you're on an island.
Yeah.
How did you? Does Schnum? You ride Schnum? I'm guessing.
So that was one of the things I was going to have to talk. So as rogues are ridden, he is considered a small creature and currently is not rideable. But
But you're a
kobolds
small
are also
creature.
Small. Yeah, that's. But there's no. I tried looking into it. There's nothing that says a small creature can or cannot ride another small creature. So that's.
I'll let it happen. Does Schnum fly?
Not currently.
Okay. Does Schnum swim?
Because. No.
Does he climb?
So
Okay,
you
now-
got here by boat, and
Yep.
you must have paid your way to get here, and the ship has since left,
Yeah.
and you're here by dinghy.
Yeah. Yep. I was getting ready to say he rode a dinghy the rest of the way. Like, he
Okay.
was so close, he just rode a dinghy.
Okay, I got you. Continue.
Oh wait. I'm
So
sorry.
did this dinghy just drop you off on the shore, or did you arrive in a port?
We just got here in the beach.
And by we you mean you and Strum, right? No one else.
Yeah. We-
I don't,
he's
I
got-
don't
he's
think
only
there's
traveled together.
another camp. I don't think there's a camp, Sasano.
I mean, the camp we just came down from
Yeah.
up the ramp.
You mean the one that the T-Rex found us at?
Do you have a better idea? He needs the rest.
Don't
Maybe
worry about
Schnee
me.
here knows.
Hey,
Get
hey.
hidey hole.
Let's just get out of this goddamn monster-infested forest. Let's go. Come on.
I agree.
Abdo, lend me a shoulder.
Yeah, come here. I got you, buddy. And I'll slink you over my shoulder. Or
Is
that-
Remy too
that's the right
weak
word.
to
I
walk?
don't know.
Oh shit, Remy!
I got him.
Hey, hold on. I see you guys did a good job here. Use this medicine that I got just for Remy here in my bag. And he'll hand whoever medicine.
Wasn't he for you, right? Or Susanna?
Yeah,
Who had-
I'm right next to you.
One of us will take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard Farou's voice first, so let's give it to Farouk.
do I match check him or just I keep the dog to him?
So this is part of the primal companion. If I
Oh, okay.
within an hour he comes back with full HP.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
go ahead and flavor that however you see fit.
That's bad. That's flavor. Yeah.
do you have any doggo treats that I can give him while he's doing this?
He won't take kindly to it. Just make sure you get it all over the wound. We've been in tougher spots than this. Well, he has, maybe not me. Oh god.
I'll do my best, but over.
I guess I'll assist with taking off the cloth, or the rope that's holding the cloth.
Can I break a tooth off the T-Rex?
Yeah.
I'll break the biggest tooth I can find.
Sure, you have your pick of the litter, man. It's a full mouth of just disgustingness. But yeah, you crack your blade into one and it shatters a tooth off, 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it into a necklace one day.
The tooth itself is going to be, you know what, fuck it. Let's do this. +3, 7 inches long.
Nice.
Hey, Sano.
Yes.
I don't know how your butchering skills are, but he did eat that reptilian guy before us. I don't know if he had anything shiny, but it might be in his stomach still.
Let me see if I can cut it open with my sword.
Wait, how much does the weight have a pound? Negligible?
What?
The tooth?
She's a 7-inch broken tooth.
No, no, like weight? Negligible?
Negligible. Well, no, call it a pound. Fuck it.
Alright, fuck it. Pound it is.
Alright, I'm gonna cut that stomach open.
So you do so. It takes some time to get in there. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the anatomy of a T-Rex, but you feel as if you dig enough, you'll probably find something. All right, please hold because you're a dick.
Hey man, I learned off my other table. You gotta check the
Yeah.
stomach, right?
Yeah.
And he did just eat that guy.
So,
He did just eat me. I got a good look at his stomach.
Sasano, roll me. Oh man, roll me a D10 twice.
6. 4.
6 and 4. Good night, lady. Be good. All right. Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah, it's less pain. It's
All right.
not
Good.
better.
All right. 6 and 4. So first things first. As you're cutting meat and layers of fat and muscle, it's not an easy task. It takes some muscle and some grinding and some bone breakage, but you get to an organ that seems to be swollen on the inside. Your blade punctures it, and an expulsion of this air, like gas, quaffs into the air directly into your face. Give me a con save, please. And tell me what you roll, because I'm on a different screen.
14.
A 14, you... as you smell a mixture of bile, hydrochloric acid, or some sort of stomach acid mixed in with digesting flesh and God knows what the fuck else. And, it goes tss, and the gas kind of expels out, and then the organ itself just fully ruptures as the pressure just rips it open more and contents just spill out all over. Since you're literally standing toe to toe with this creature, I'm going to go ahead and say, give me a dexterity saving throw.
15.
With a 15, you are able to basically get goo from like your heel, like just below your ankles down, as it kind of just kind of swamps over your feet. This, once again, stomach inside nasty stuffness. However, there seems to be jinglies and janglies and stuffs and things that pour out. The first thing is a emaciated corpse of a chewed up upper torso of what appears to be a Yuan-Ti. This Yuan-Ti, or snake-like creature, seems to be adorned in what you would guess to be some sort of a traditional clothing attire for this creature. It seems to have emblems that similarly match that of what you guys saw on the totem from earlier. In particular, the symbol that I had showed you guys earlier, which seems to still be wrapped around its neck like an ornament. Its body did yield a scimitar. As you pull the scimitar up, or at least hold it and unsheath it, the make of it is not great. It's crude. It is a metal material, but it seems to be a very flexible metal, not like a traditional steel sword. It seems to be like a pig iron, or a cheaper type of mashed metal. It gets the job done, but it doesn't seem to be the greatest. If anything, the only thing that's cool about the scimitar, the hilt itself, seems to be very tribalistic. And adorned in beads or shells and little decorative, looks like it was harvested from the jungle itself. Its bow is shattered in half from probably the chewing, as it's snapped in half. Not to mention the fucking longbow is probably like 10 feet fucking tall. It's ridiculous.
I'm guessing the arrows are long, so theirs are shattered as well.
Yeah, I mean, not only shattered, but I mean, these arrows, these fucking, they're gonna be within the size of the longbow this creature was shooting. So even if you were to use them, it would not properly fit in your bow.
Hey, Sano, can you get those arrowhead tips for me?
So first things first, I'm gonna yell at Ernie to catch. I'm gonna rip off the necklace and throw it at him.
Sure, I'll catch it.
Is the scimitar in its sheath?
Yeah, I mean, you pull it out halfway. That's just to see what kind of a quality it was. But once again, the winning features is the hilt. The hilt is
Okay.
It's pretty.
I'm gonna resheath it and toss it towards the group. I'm gonna carefully, so my robe, my arm, I'm gonna pull my arm back into my robe and carefully grab the arrowheads that I can see for Fedevin. Because I know they
roll
were
me an investigation, please.
10.
Nice. Now roll me another d10.
8.
You find 8 arrowheads. These arrowheads seem to be made of the same metal that the scimitar seems to be made of. Now, as you're kind of pushing through partially digestive, that probably looks like a wild pig, a furry hand. That's strange. Like a black furry hand that has like elongated fingertips. You would also find a boot. You would also find a necklace made of animal teeth. Apparently, you find an onion.
That's where the bad breath came from.
You find a pouch, and as you look inside the pouch, it seems to be filled with sunflower seeds that probably been sitting in the belly for a while, so the pouch itself is like partially digested, but the seeds still seem to be edible. You find a ring of iron keys. So like the old prison cell, let's just say, roll me a d5.
5. How do I
say it?
Yeah, you type it out, /roll space 1d5. And let me know what you get.
5? 5?
A 5. There's 5 keys on them. They're iron. They're dirty because God knows how long they've been in the fucking belly of this creature for. But there's 5 rings of iron keys. With it, an envelope with a wax seal on it. However, the side of the envelope is partially digested. And whatever was written on this document, all you would see is... Did I just paint myself into a corner? All you would see would be kind of like a picture of a man, his face, but like it's partially digested, right, because of the paper. And like the ink has just kind of bled and kind of smeared together. And you would see kind of like a signature. It almost looks like their version of a license.
Okay.
Nice save.
Is that everything, or is there going to be more? Because I have a list to go through.
Oh, there's more.
I'll just
gotta
go
get
with
the
the
rest of
items
it.
we have right now. Apto, catch, and I throw the fang necklace wrapped around
97.
the letter and the keys. Adam, hold on to these. You can have the necklace.
I miss miserably.
Well, they're on the floor, but the pouch I'll throw the same way I threw the sword. I'll check the inside of the boot out of curiosity.
You find a foot.
I toss that aside. I look at the onion and say WTF and toss that aside.
As you continue to sift through, you roll your hand over a pouch that jingles.
I will open the pouch.
gold coin spill out as this pouch is hanging on but by a mere thread, and it just kind of spills all over the floor. A total of 97 gold.
Holy crap, they're loaded.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, let's go raid their camp. Jesus Christ.
This
Yeah.
was a team kill, so it should be split upon everybody else. So 97 gold. Make note of that. I'm gonna hold on to it, but I'm gonna split it with the group.
Just add it to the party sheet.
Okay.
When did they leave the right? Yeah.
Oh, and lastly, I'm sorry, I forgot to do this last one. It's actually kind of funny. These, they're like dumbbells, but they're not dumbbells that you lift. Like it's just like, you know, if you were to take the weights off of dumbbells, and they have a little hole in the middle, it's got like a latch, so it looks like these are kind of weights for merchants when they want to weigh something and compensate based off of weight. There seems to be a bunch of these little merchant weights, and it's a variety of different ones, like 1 pound, half pound, quarter pound, or whatever metric system you want to use.
Okay. I'll throw those
Freedom
out in
unit.
the same area as the pouch
Freedom.
and the sword, just for curiosity. And I'll also throw out the black hand too.
Sure, and it kind of goes as it skims across the ground. It's a large hand, by the way. I would say it's probably bigger than your foot. It's a very large black hand. The underside is very calloused and black, and the fur being partially digested. It's ripped, probably from the T-Rex chomping on it, where the wrist would be. But the digits are longer. Like the fingers seem to be longer than longer than a human's in comparison to size.
Okay. Is that everything in the gut?
Outside of unidentifiable meat, some bone tissue, some emulgy, and maybe some disgusting, swirly, oatmeal-looking shit, then yeah, that's it.
Okay, I am going to start backstepping out of this juke.
It squishes under your feet as you make your way out of it. You are covered in this smelly stuff on your boots and shoes or whatever you're wearing in your feet, and it stinks.
Dear God, I hope this was worth it. I guess, can I see Fedivin's, like, backpack or whatever?
Yeah, of course. He's right next to you.
I'll put in the 8 arrow tips into his backpack.
Sure
I
thing.
picked up the keyring, right? There were 5 iron keys.
Yeah, you picked up the letter, the key rings, and your new, what is it? Fang necklace.
So now I'll go make my own thing. I appreciate it though. I tossed the letter because like it's a half-ripped picture of a guy. Like what? Wait, right? That's what it was? Or am I?
More like half digested, but similar concept.
Yeah, I tossed that shit. Did anyone?
Then I will pocket the Fang necklace. How much does he move that way?
Nothing.
Okay.
How?
hold
My
on.
single tooth weighs a pound and his necklace weighs nothing.
Your tooth is over 7 inches long.
Okay, fair.
I
I put up 1 pound for the keys. I don't know if that's okay.
That's fine.
All right, look, you can squabble over the who gets the Fang necklace or whatever later. We need to get the fuck out of here before another one of these things comes.
I guess I'll just her down to the the pouch of sunflower seeds and the scimitar. Does anybody want this?
Not really. I'll pick up my longsword and shield that I dropped earlier.
I'm gonna grab my mace too.
Just before we leave.
Just out of curiosity, because the scimitar sounds nice, I'll pick it up. Maybe Fedivin can use it. How much should I weigh that down?
Just search for scimitar and just go with whatever it says in the DMG.
They're 3 pounds.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yep, and it's finesse and light.
And make sure you put crude in front of it as well to represent
You
its
got it.
durability. All right, team. As you gather your composure, we've met a new friend who has told you an interesting story how he got here. You have a dog that's whimpering and panting very heavy. You have Fedivin, who's currently mid-stand up, sorta, but he's hunched over as he's holding his abdomen. Around the outside of his cauterized puncture wound, it's all black and blue, like the whole side. Like if he had a 6-pack, 3 of them are fucked up. As it's all just black and blue, and it seems to travel. Like if my arm up here was his 6-pack, you know what? Let's have a little fucking fun.
I got a 3.5 pack.
You got a 3.5.
I'll sneak him over my shoulder. That's the support, right?
Sorry.
Oh, the pen's not writing on me. Oh well. But it's all black and blue, and it just seems to be spreading to his side and back towards his kidney.
You're definitely gonna need some time off.
Yeah, no shit, Apto.
Hey,
Guess I'll-
I was hit pretty hard by that tail too, but nothing compared to what you had to endure.
You should see the other end.
I'd rather not.
Guess I'll pick up Remy to carry him and do it like Dancing with Wolves over the neck.
Alright, Schnee, you know any good hidey holes?
None that will fit someone as big as you guys. Maybe the dog.
Look, guys, we just made camp. We don't need to waste any more time. Let's. Shnee, how do we get out of this place?
You know what? Give me a sec. I have an idea how I want to do this. One sec.
I vote for it.
Oh, he's gonna trick us into going the way that he wants.
He's just going to point in the direction of south.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Guys, let's.
Wait. That.
Alright, Sneak. Can you lead the way?
Yeah. Sure. Schnee will kind of hop onto his Drake's back and, I guess, start leading the way on the Drake.
You do so, and as the mist engulfs you all, you walk in that general direction, which is a great scene to end on for tonight, guys.
That was a good.
So, now that the game is over for the day, I would like to take the liberty and say, that encounter was not supposed to be that hard. That...
You mean the T-Rex had almost one-shot 3 different people?
You know, if first, so hold on. I rolled. I think the lowest number I rolled tonight on the D20 was maybe a 17. Yeah, dude, that thing had a +10 to hit. Wow, dude. I honestly, I thought you were gonna die, Fedivin. I swear to Christ, I thought you were gonna die.
I mean, I would have. I abide by the dice, man. Don't sugarcoat it.
Oh, I didn't sugarcoat shit. I didn't pull a single fucking punch there, dude. All that shit was legitimate.
So,
Yeah, bro.
out of curiosity, did it just, like, for its stats, does it just say have my dice, or does it have, like, an average amount hit?
Oh, I rolled a dice. It does have an average, but I don't use the
Out of
average.
curiosity, what's the average damage it says?
I can tell you that. Just give me a hot second. Let me open up that character sheet again.
Sorry, I'm curious after how much it was taken out.
So its average hit damage for its bite would be a 33. Its average tail damage would be 20.
Wow, you rolled above average. You rolled.
I
really
told
well.
you,
Yeah.
dude. I was
You
on
rolled
fucking
really
fire.
well.
Yeah, watch. On Sunday, I rolled nothing but fucking ones. But yeah, guys. So yeah, you guys get pulled in through a portal. You fall into this random jungle that seems to be perpetually raining. You meet a quirky little albino dude. I don't know what else there is to say about tonight's session, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me kill this. Let me kill the stream, and then we can have our after action.
Lucy, what did you get this? I had a lot of fun.
Yes, I had a great session. If I did have